Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? It's Thursday night. Trying to kick it for a little bit, back with another live session with you guys to see what you guys are all into here on a Thursday night as we get ready to head into the weekend. And I can't believe we're 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving.
Crazy.
Where's 2020 gone? Not away fast enough, I can tell you that. 2020 can't move any faster than it actually is, but definitely an interesting year for sure. And I'm ready to get to the end of it. So, Todd, how you been? We didn't have you last week, so how's everything going?
Doing good, and I couldn't second that anymore. Can't wait for it to be over.
Yeah.
I just hope 2021 is much better. Starts out, good. It's not looking that way, but I'm hoping it changes.
Yeah, well, Ohio's about to go on punishment, so they're going to be possibly shut down for a bit, and then you might be next with Indiana.
Yeah, I was going to say we're not too far behind, I don't think. They're supposed to be coming out, I think, this weekend with what their plan is, maybe.
Yeah, we may not be that far behind with Kentucky as well. So a lot of crazy shit happening. Todd's actually going to be up around my way tomorrow. And told him earlier, I was trying to get an alert out there for you. But so the one bridge, our main bridge from the highway is just shut down. They're still working on it. They can't even get all the damage off of you saw the news, like 2 semis hit each other. So yeah. They still got that stuff there. I mean, the fire was out yesterday, but you couldn't move anything or examine all the stuff as of yet. They're still working on that. And then we had a second bridge, the Roebland Bridge, which by the Reds ballpark. They shut that down
because the see-through one,
the blue one, the one that the Brooklyn Bridge is made off of.
Okay, that you walk over and you can see through it or whatever.
Yeah, the grates or whatever.
Okay.
Because guess what? The truckers that caused a wreck on the first one, the truckers tried to go through the Roebland. The Roebland was set to hold like 18-something tons. They're trying to run 60-ton trucks through. They had to shut it down because the truckers were not going that way. They're not supposed to go that way.
The same guys?
No, just other truckers.
Okay.
Other truckers.
Jesus.
These
the same dudes as like their license should be revoked for life.
Yeah, these mother truckers out here running across the road. So now that one is closed down. Even cars, just the regular cars can't even use it because they're like, no, they opened up, someone will try to sneak in. Then today we had a third bridge, which luckily didn't get closed down, but there was a wreck and they did have to shut it down for a little bit of time.
Jeez.
So at this point, I am so glad I work from home because
might have to rethink this.
People were cussing up a storm. Downtown today was all packed on the news. They were showing like people just weren't moving in traffic. They had no to try to get to any of the bridges, So if you had to come over to Kentucky, it's a pain in the ass. So that's why I said give yourself a little time tomorrow because the way you come up, you'll probably go 75. I would say hit 275 to go east towards Ohio and go across that way.
Yeah, I think the plan is we're going to leave here in the morning and then probably be at your house to switch beers about 11:30ish maybe.
Okay.
And then I think we're going to head towards Eastgate. Whether we go to the Eastgate one or not, we're going to head that way. So that'll take us around then, right?
Yeah, I'll take you around that way. That one will have a little backed up stuff, but if you're going to go to Jungle Gyms, it's right on the way. I'm just saying,
right.
As you go
across. Well, we're definitely hitting it.
Yeah,
one of them. So
I don't know. You might get to IKEA by 5 or 6 still.
Yeah. Don't say that.
So we got some crazy stuff happening around here right now, but yeah.
Well, I'm hoping since it'll be morning, ish, not during rush time, it won't be as bad. I'm hoping.
Yeah, that's all we can hope. Keep hoping.
But it is 2020, so
it is 2020, and you know what? And guess what? Tomorrow is Friday
the 13th.
The 13th. So we could have it on 2020 on a Friday 13th, right? So
right, yeah, it has to all be good.
It has to all be good. So this might be the year where Jason actually shows up. So we'll see what happens.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly happen? Yeah. What do you got to lose? I heard that before. Emerson says, I was sober at 8:45. Now I'm trash. What's up? What's going on, Emerson? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. Erie's in the house. Well, hey, fellas. So Erie is in. And
What's
she's
up,
here on
Erie?
time tonight. So Erie's been over there going crazy, playing a little Call of Duty, I'm sure. Good to see you as well, my friend. And we got Moose Guy in the house. Says, yeah, cheers and welcome as well.
What's up,
Also,
Moose?
Emerson says he's drinking some Busch Lights like a stallion, like a champ. Shout out to Blake. And let's do this. Happy Thursday, fam. What is going on? Blake from Blake TV, of course. Make sure you check him out, too.
What's up, Blake?
And then we got EB with the new logo. Oh, I do like that.
Oh, nice. That is nice.
Yeah, I like that one there. Now, are you still tied to the beard, though? Because EB, I mean, the beard was in the logo before, so that's kind of a question. You know? Yeah. Now, if you want to switch it up,
inquiring minds want to
switch it up, and I'd have to have the beard. Not that you should shave the beard, of course. That's like I said, that's like your Don King crown, so you can't shave the beard. But just a question out there. But I do like that E and the B. I like that letter in there.
Nice.
There he says, you say interesting, I say fucked up here. Well, yeah, it has been for sure in that regard, and all the stuff you've had to go through, I'm sure. Yeah, I'd agree with that. We got Mont Muser in the house. What is going on? Cheers, my friend. Hey, Rod and friends, slipping some Phantom Bride IPA from Dolce & Beaver. Excellent so far. Yeah, they make some good beers, and if you guys don't know Mont Muser, check out Mont Muser because he does a lot of good whiskey stuff on his channel, and got a chance to catch out some of his later stuff the last few weeks. I need to catch up on more of the other videos, but him and Quig were doing some stuff on there as well, which is always good. Speaking of, I'm getting a little thirsty right now, so
yes, sir.
Probably should have showed the beer before I started pouring, but so this is probably the one. This may be one that me and Joe may have ever had the biggest differential on. So this is actually the Wendy from Central Waters. I just put the review up on it a couple days ago, I think. It is their coffee pumpkin milkshake IPA, ale with pumpkin, coffee, and spices.
I have not seen that one.
I actually enjoyed it. Now, this one I did get at Jungle Gyms when you're there, so it is there. I think they have individuals. I got in a 6-pack when I got it. It was the first pumpkin, actually the first and only pumpkin I've drank this year thus far. And I did enjoy it. Now, Joe, the Beer Patrol, he didn't enjoy it as much, so he had a different take on it. So it's interesting. If you haven't seen his video on it, definitely check him out there. It just goes to show everybody's different palates pick up different things. So to me, it's kind of like a pumpkin, like a gingerbread type pumpkin beer or something going on there.
Might have to look for that one.
But Central Waters is known for doing some good beers. That's the first time I saw something from them. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I said, I got to start drinking pumpkin at some point at some time. Why not today? So I got the pumpkin beer.
And you're doing it at the right time, not back in summer.
No. Although now we do have the Christmas beers out, but we'll talk about that. Like, don't push me, man. Don't push me.
Crazy.
What did you just pour that you got right there?
Epicurean peanut butter and raspberry jelly from Urban Artifact in your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
It says brewed with roasted peanuts and raspberries. It is, what does that say? 8.5% ABV, 2020. I mean, what could be wrong with that? 2020.
2020,
yeah. Logo. So I assume it's a sour, but it doesn't really say what it is on there. So,
yeah, they do this. When they do sour, they do wild ales, and that's basically like open fermented. So it could be one of those. But they're messing around like crazy with this Epicurean series nowadays. So, in fact, when you're up here, I think they got a variety 4-pack that might be at Jungle Gyms too. I don't know if you have to get it. We're putting one out this last couple weeks. So I haven't gone to see it yet, but I am going to probably make a beer run this week because Ohio's going to be going into lockdown. I'm telling you, the Wine's about to lock them down. Like the mayor of Chicago, they're locking down Monday, like 2 to 3 weeks in the house. Don't go anywhere unless it's an emergency or food or whatever. Like people are starting to go into that full mode. So it'll be interesting to see how people respond to it again. Even though
definitely
now
has.
some
Oh,
vaccines
sorry.
that start to pop up. No, you're
Oh
fine. It's
yeah,
just gonna
yeah,
be interesting. It's a little different in the time now than it was earlier in the year.
yeah. Like I said, it's going to be that way here too. I'm afraid after this weekend they're going to call it.
Yeah.
They're already in talks of bringing it back off of stage 5, which was basically open for everything. Still have to wear masks and all, but
Yeah.
it's going to drop back down to. I think they've already discussed gatherings of 50 or less, or 25 or less, or whatever the deal was, and probably restaurants and stuff too, where every other table again, or whatever it is. I don't know. It might even be more strict than that. I'm not sure. I know Indiana's had record days every single day for the past 6 days for the number
Yeah.
of COVID
But
patients.
you can't
So
even monitor it though for like for private events. I mean, unless you have enough people that someone calls the police, like when they break up some of these larger type parties. But I mean, how many people do you know is
right,
that in the house? But same point is, they're all saying small gatherings or no gathering, drive rather than fly or whatever. It'll be interesting to see. So, you know what though?
well,
After this
it's
year,
spiking now, and then you got Thanksgiving in 2 weeks.
yeah, yeah. Well, they've seen some of the other spikes happening off of some of the other stuff. I'm sure because it runs like a 2 week timeline. So you go back 2 weeks from now, you're probably seeing where they had the different stuff before the election and rallies or protests, whatever it may be. You probably had a bunch of people together. I'm sure you could probably tie it back to a lot of different things. So it's kind of interesting to see, but I don't know. I mean, we're always me, the wife. We moved away from family for the most part years ago. Once in a while, I get together. So for us, it's like no, not big of a difference. We usually just
Yeah,
do something like that and everything. But it's going to be tough on some families. I know I know your mom there, Shannon's dad. Is it Shannon's dad, Shannon's dad, right? Or
it's
still,
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. And you
So
got your
we
brother,
keep it
he's up here.
semi small. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of like I don't know. It'll be interesting. Like they're telling people to do Zoom. Like that's interesting to Zoom Thanksgiving. Like,
I know.
yeah,
I mean, we debated whether we were gonna, because we always do have it at our house, and it's usually just us, my mom, my brother, his daughter, and then
yeah.
her dad and brother, and then my aunt and my cousin Pat would come, and that's usually about it. Sometimes we might have and then my cousin and his wife, usually from Bloomington. But
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to tell him we're not doing anything, or which I don't think he'd come anyway, because it's the cousin that's had the kidney transplant about a year ago.
Oh, so
So,
that'd be exposure. Yeah, yeah,
and he teaches at IU, but he does all his classes on Zoom, so he's not even going to school. Like all his classes right now are online, so he's not even trying to attempt to get close to any of that. So
yeah,
I would say they wouldn't come anyway, but I would just tell him not to even bother. I'm almost tempted not even to say anything to him. So they've come
yeah.
last 2 or 3 years. So, but we were debating whether to even have it or not, and I guess it could still be up for discussion. But I think she's to the point now where we probably will. And most of the people that come are people that we see kind of on a regular basis anyway. So it's not like we're venturing out to new people bringing something that most of everybody of them don't really
Well,
go out
that's
and
the
do a lot of
problem.
anything
If
either. So,
the experts will say, well, you don't really know who may have. It's like if they don't
well,
live
that's
with you,
true. That's
if
true.
they don't live with you, they say they shouldn't be at your Thanksgiving.
Well,
That's
that's
what
true.
they say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that is true. In that theory, you shouldn't leave your house and see anybody ever. So,
yeah,
it's like, what do you? It's a catch-22 for sure. I mean, do you just completely shut your life down, or do you try to go about it the best you can and
yeah. No,
still somewhat social distance, and try to invite people that you think are being sensible about it too, which we are for the most part. I think
yeah,
everybody is. I mean, we all still go to work or whatever. So you're always, it's always, I mean, not for you because you're working from home, but I actually have to
yeah,
go into work. So you just take it, you're just taking a leap of faith that everybody else is being reasonable about it or sensible too.
yeah. You got to wear your mask all day at work when you're there, or
I do. It's not, no, if I'm sitting at my desk, so I have like a
you have
kind
a
of a
high enough
horse.
wall and stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of like a horseshoe shaped cubicle with
yeah,
squared off with like a high. I can't even see over it when I stand up. So
right.
while I'm sitting at my desk, I don't have to have it on. If somebody walks up to me while I'm sitting at my desk, I have to put it on. Now, as soon as I get up and walk around, it has to be on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
we
know
also
some.
have like a little break room type area with just got like a refrigerator and a microwave or whatever in it, And it's only we limit it to just one person in at a time. So it's
Yeah.
we do the best we can to try to keep it on the on a minimal and down low.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is up here. I know a couple people that work in the offices, they have to wear a mask the whole time. Some of them have to keep it on the whole time if they have a lower desk, like they don't have a wall. But the break room, that was another thing, like one person at a time at one of the people's place I know where they work at, because they don't want any. But there's a crossover there. That one person goes in. Do you have to sanitize every time that one person goes? I mean, I don't know. It just seems so much easier to work from home. So
Well, yeah, and unfortunately, what I do, I can't really work from
you
home.
can't,
So
yeah.
we actually do have people that are working from home, and we also have our office split into two offices. So I haven't even. So I started this job in middle of July. I haven't even technically worked. I think I've met everybody now at this point, but I still haven't really met everybody that would work
Right.
considered to work with. Because
Yeah.
everybody work from home, I don't even know who they are. I just know the names or recognize the names. But they could walk
Yeah.
through the door and I wouldn't even know who they were. So it's like I haven't even technically met everybody I work with. So
Yeah. That'll be another thing will be like probably no Christmas parties this year for a lot of companies. So that kind of sucks
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
be
So,
definitely a lot of firsts for a lot of places. That's for sure.
yeah, so that'll be interesting. Moose Gal said hello to the chat folks there a little bit ago. Emerson, man, I never heard of so many bridge problems as the Mothman there. Funny you mentioned that because I went to school at West Virginia and I know the Mothman. You know about the Mothman? You ever see that movie with Richard Gere, the Mothman
I
Prophecies or something?
have, yeah.
Yeah, so that
That
was
was
in the bridge
actually a
in
good
West
movie.
Virginia. Yeah, the bridge when it collapsed, when they said there was a Mothman sighting was a bridge in West Virginia, but that
Oh,
was a good
really?
movie.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But
It's been
funny
so
that,
long, I don't really remember a lot about it. I do
yeah,
remember it was good though, and kind of like a suspenseful, right? Ish.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, this
Okay.
2020, it's been a while since anybody's seen the Mothman. So if he's going to make a comeback year, this will be the year for it. Sure.
No
BB,
doubt.
cheers to everyone there as well. CB in the house says cheers, Roger and Todd. Cheers, CB. CB
What's
probably
up,
knows about the
CB?
Mothman too because CB's out in West Virginia. But yeah, he says, what up, Al? Like, they're not in the same household.
They do a lot of talking
Yeah.
through these things, I think.
Cheers, Dolly. She said, I'm dreaming of a white
What's up,
Christmas.
Dolly?
You can keep them dreams to yourself, girl. I'm all about last year. We had maybe 1 or 2 snow days, and I was okay with that. I mean, I ain't missing the snow at all. In
That's
fact,
one or two too many.
I'm trying not to cut the heat on right now. Tonight we're like, it's weird. Like, so 2 weeks ago we were like down in the 40s or whatever. But this past weekend, because you're getting the same weather, we're like in the 70s, almost 80. It is just like today we're back down cool again, but we're supposed to get another heat wave next week. So it's like back and forth. So
Crazy.
yeah. But I like it cooler than warmer, so I'm kind of sticking it out there.
We
To
do
my wife.
too, but
My wife has a little heater.
we did have to turn our heat on about a week ago when it first got that first cold.
Yeah, yeah. We can go ahead.
Before it warmed back up again. So it was like we actually turned it on for one day because inside the house it was like 50 something degrees.
Yeah. 2 days later, you got the windows open.
No kidding. Like we literally had the air condition on Tuesday, I think it was, because it was 82 or 3 degrees. And we literally turned the air conditioner on. And then last night before I went to bed, Shannon opened up all the windows. And before I went to bed, I closed them all because I was there watching TV. They had a blanket on. I was like, it was cold. Like, back of our house faces a big farm, so we get a lot of breeze coming in off that.
Yeah.
It's like, man, so I had to shut the windows. I was like, it was cold. And I just left them shut. I never turned the heat on, but when I got home from work, it was like 60, mid 60s in the house.
Yeah. It's, this weather has definitely been pretty crazy. Dolly had asked, where's Shannon?
She is laying in bed watching TV. She won't be on tonight since we're getting up and going tomorrow, so she don't want to be all drunked up and hungover.
Now, has she been to jungle gyms before?
We have, yeah, we've actually been to both
Okay.
of them.
Okay. Yeah. So
We
she knows
made
for.
we made a trip. I don't know, it's been a couple of years ago, maybe to Kia, and then went to Jungle Gyms because the one there in Fairfield.
Yeah, that's the original one. That's a smaller one. Yeah.
And then 2 years ago, we went to a concert at the what's that one? What's that? I always forget the name of the place
Oh,
there on the river.
Riverbend.
Riverbend, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we stayed there, and then we ended up going to that one because it was, I guess, Eastgate's closer to
Yeah.
there.
He's like 10, 15 minutes from there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we ended up going to that one, and we pulled in the parking lot. And we're like, this isn't the same one we went to. At the time, I didn't even realize there was two of them. I was
Yeah.
like, this isn't the same one that we was at before. It seemed newer and bigger, but she, oddly enough, she liked the other one better, the old one.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So I don't know.
for beer, this one is bigger. It's like if you're focusing on beer, but
Well, yeah, I am.
yeah. And I'm going to tell you, they got the deals that'll be out there as well. I'm sure they got it. Last time I was there about a month and a half ago, they had a bunch of deals, but usually they have the deals out there on the outside of the walls and stuff. You'll see them there, but probably some pretty good stuff will be out there.
Yeah.
But I imagine they're getting a pretty good amount of supply stuff coming in now for the Christmas beers and everything like that. So they're probably to move some of the other stuff. But
True.
yeah,
Let's hope.
yeah, you never go
Maybe
wrong.
Maybe some Rajay deals in the making.
Yeah. I went last time, but I didn't get any. I need to get some hot sauces and stuff out there. Extra. Everybody's doing, like, even Alan and these guys doing all these hot challenges. I just need to get some hot challenge stuff from there. They probably got like the hot candy bars and all that, because they put anything crazy in there, like anything exotic, they have it there. So
I've wanted to try that Pacquiao one chip challenge, but I'm like, no, I don't want to. I'm not doing that.
all you gotta do is eat the chip, and it's just a matter of how long you gotta wait to drink, right? So
Yeah, well, yeah. There's like different levels. I think the earliest you can take something, the earliest level is like 5 minutes, and then after that, I'm not sure where it goes, but I'm not even sure I want to even try it for 5 minutes.
you're letting it get in your head, man. You're letting it get in your head.
Well, I tell you what, my brother made some. He makes some good jerky, beef jerky when he makes some, and he grew some reapers and habaneros and like jalapenos and stuff. So he'll dehydrate them and then chop them up for like pizza flake, pepper flakes or whatever.
Right.
So he made some jerky with the Carolina Reaper. No, is it the Reaper? The scorpion pepper. It was the scorpion pepper.
Yeah.
So he had scorpion, Reaper, and
Reaper's higher than Scorpion, I believe.
Whichever one the hotter one is.
Scorpion used to be the hottest.
So maybe it was. Yeah. I think he did use the Reaper then. And so he put just a little bit in his marinade when he marinated the beef jerky.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, it's hot. He ate a couple pieces, like almost start sweating. I was like, I don't know about that Pacquiao challenge. I don't know if I want to do that or not.
You always know it's hot when you get that bead like in the back of your neck. You start to feel that sweat. Mm-hmm. That's when you cross your level there. But Erie says she could win the lottery on Friday the 13th. Somebody's got to win. Well, 2020, that'd be a lucky number for somebody. Let's see.
Might as well be you.
Moss said Jason caught COVID. I don't even think COVID would slow down Jason. So COVID be like, no, not him.
Pass. Move along.
It's a cheers, Blake. Thanks, Moose Scout. Says smash the thumbs up. Always appreciate that. Cheers, Blake. Smoking one for you. There you go. Friends throwing in for friends. Sup, Blake? Saw your jamming video with Mr. 25. You guys are good. Yeah, I need to watch that. So Blake put up a jamming session, and I got it saved, but I haven't watched it yet, where they're getting down to some music. You guys need to check out Blake over there on Blake TV, him, Jeremy, and their group.
I missed that one.
Great minds think alike, CB. Yeah, he just posted it just a few days ago. Don't COD tonight, maybe later. What? Can Erie go a night without playing COD? I'll be shocked. I tell you. Shocked.
Getting the shakes.
Yeah.
Get some withdrawal action.
Blake said, thank you, Dolly. It's like you guys are really good. Be careful with trusting Dolly too much, Blake. Oh, he did shave. I thought he wasn't going to shave the beard. I thought he wasn't going to shave the beard. So now we'll have to see him without the beard.
I don't. Did you shave it all the way off, Alan? Because I was thinking I saw a video a day or so ago, and it looked like it was just trimmed, but maybe not. Maybe
Oh,
did.
she said, just kidding. Yeah.
Okay.
At one point, he was talking about maybe having to shave it, but then the kid said he wouldn't recognize him, I think, so he didn't.
Yeah, I remember him saying that. Yeah. But I was thinking the other day, it looked like his beard was a little bit trimmed up or shorter or something. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see it right.
He probably trimmed it or something. Put some beard oil on it. The new logo is a refresh. The beard is still part of things, just in the name instead of the logo. There you go. Yeah, I'm liking that look on it.
Yeah, sharp.
Mary's in the house. Cheers, Mary. Mary and Butch. I'm
Mary?
Sure. Blake Selson said hello, Mary and Butch. Let me see. You like how Alan's beard looks now? Hello. EB shaved his beard. Now see here, he said that like he didn't shave his beard. Like back then was responding to it. Oh, I like the new look. And I like the way Alan's beard looks now. You must have trimmed it down then, I think.
That's what I was thinking. I saw it looked like it trimmed it down some.
Let's see. CB said hello to Vanessa. We miss Vanessa coming. Oh, yeah, we did miss Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa.
Hey, what's up, Vanessa? I was going to say, I don't remember seeing her on there.
Yeah. Trying to keep up on them all here. Surprised I don't end up going cross-eyed trying to watch the cam and watch the Ma says, let me some Central Waters. Used to visit her brewery a lot when I lived in Wisconsin. Yeah, so Ma knows about it.
Nice.
Dad Porter, he's in Wisconsin. He's the one that always talks them up and stuff. So it's an interesting feel to it. Pretty smooth as a milkshake IPA, but you definitely get that pumpkin and you get that, to me, like that gingerbread is the spice feel you get. The one thing I will say is supposed to be coffee. It is very light on the coffee. That's the one thing me and Joe agreed about from the videos is that the coffee isn't there as much as you thought it should be.
Coffee with an IPA just is different anyway.
Yeah, well, coffee with a blonde ale could be nice. I had one of those from Street Side, Return of the Mac.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Who else did one? It's been a year or two ago. I don't think it was Bell's, but it seemed like it was somebody up in that area maybe that did one blonde ale. And it was a coffee ale. I was like, It was coffee. It was definitely coffee, but it was definitely screwed with your head because it came out golden, but it tasted like a stout-ish.
Yeah. It was like I know you're talking about, I think, there too. It was kind of like a white stout or something. Yeah. It was a different appeal to that one.
I feel like it was one of the bigger breweries, bigger named breweries.
Yeah. But speaking of Bell's, I think it was last week when I mentioned it. They are actually going to be back in Virginia again. So,
oh, really?
Greg will be happy from Greg's beer reviews because Bell's again down there. They're back after their period of I guess it was like 2 years since they were down there or something. So it was a while. EB said, no beard shave here. Dolly's still ugly as sin. Did trim some, though, to make it better for something we had to do. Yeah, so he did trim it down for that. Yeah. And Mary said, load of moose. Erie, he trimmed it. Dolly, oh man, he tried to shave it off, but that was a no-go. Yeah, the kids weren't going for that, that's for sure. And speaking of Erie, I'm trying to watch your boys right now on TV. They're getting walloped. It's 34-0. A&M over South Carolina. I don't know what's going on, but the Cocks are getting stomped on. That's never a good visual.
Ouch.
Ouch. Adjusting the seat now.
Yeah.
No beer for me. I got a mini beer gut. You tried a beer the other day, you said, on one of the videos. I forgot which one it is now, but I know you said you had tried something. Vanessa, hello all. And I do like it only because he let me help him trim it. There you go. Don't forget, if you guys are drinking some beers, let us know in the comments as well what you're drinking on. What's up, Chad? Does the temperature of a beer affect people's taste buds? Well, the temperature of the beer will actually come through differently because
Yep.
if it's too cold, you're gonna mute the flavors. So your taste buds will be affected. I mean, you only have a certain amount of taste buds, and as we get older, we lose some of the taste buds as we age. But the coldness of the beer, the temperature of the beer, whether it's warmer as well, will bring out different flavors and stuff. So it definitely could be an effect. And not everybody's taste buds are going to catch everything the same as well, you know.
Right.
So different people will pick up different things, but temperature is a big play into it for sure.
Well, and then you also have beers with using flavors that you may not be familiar with, so you wouldn't know what to even try to pick out of something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
try to pick out some of the stuff. Yeah, you'd
some of the
not.
fruit stuff or whatever. You know.
Yeah, somebody uses some South American fruit you never heard of before. It's like I
Right.
don't even know what that is. Maybe that's it. I don't know because I never had it. So
I am. Have you had this beer, Rod?
not that one. I've had the Bloody Mary one, the Bloody Mary mix, and then I think that's the only one I've had. But they got some different ones out there. Well, what are you thinking of it?
I don't get any peanut butter in it at all. Like it says peanut butter, raspberry jelly. So you would think. I mean, it does. It just says brewed with roasted peanuts. So maybe that's where the peanut butter comes in. But
But
I don't think
you're not getting a
I don't.
peanut.
I'm not getting any peanut flavor at all in it. It just tastes like a raspberry type not slushy, but a Berliner Weissen type beer is all it tastes like to me.
Huh.
It's good, but I don't get any. I don't get any
But
peanut
to me, that
butter
would be a
at
miss if
all.
you're not getting peanut in it because peanut.
Right? Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
I'm not sure whose mine or yours more is like Muddy Creek water. I'm looking at mine. I'm looking at yours.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one looks more muddy. Like I think mine's like yours is a little bit more redder. So
This one almost has the color of the. Was it you or Joe that sent those beers that looked like dirty toilet water, but
me, I think
tasted
that one.
really good?
Yeah, I think that
It
was
was
the one.
actually a good beer.
Yeah. That might have been.
As
Was that Urban Artifact? That might have been Urban
That's what I
Artifact.
was just going to say. I'm thinking it
Yeah.
might have been. Now, it's not as brownish, shittish looking as that one was, but it's got the same kind of tinge to it. I think it was Urban Artifact.
Is there a color called like baby shit brown? I think there should be because sometimes you come across that's what pops in your head sometimes when you see some of these beers.
Right?
Oh, let's see. Moose Gal said EB like the new logo, very modern and cool. There you go. Nice. Blake said raising them right, y'all are EB. EB is Dolly. I heard son is sexy. Chad, what temperature can bring out flavor or muted depending on style? Yeah. Oh, sin. The temp of food does affect taste. Yeah, temperature of food. If it's something too hot, you can't taste it or whatever. If it's cold, it may not be as good as well. But some stuff is better cold. Like sometimes, weirdly enough, raising them right or screwing them up. Guess we shall see, Blake. Vanessa, I'm gonna have to come eat with you one day. Vanessa, Vanessa got some good stuff. For exams, that hit baked potatoes and steak at Llama Farm tonight. That post on Instagram was fantastic.
I was going to say that.
Nice.
I saw that. I was wondering, where that was at. It looked really good.
She does a lot down at the Llama Farm. She's going to be making that eggnog pretty soon here, if she hasn't already.
She posted another picture too, Vanessa. What does that look like? I don't remember what the caption said, but it almost looked like a old baseball, like kind of torn apart, stitched or something. I don't know what that was.
Huh.
Vanessa, comment on it if you don't mind. I saw the picture, but I don't remember what the comment said, and I don't know what it actually was. If she knows what I'm talking about, but I saw her meal, and then the next picture was that picture from her.
I'll have to take a look at it.
Almost kind of looked like an old stitched brown, like just a strip of like in a baseball, kind of torn, like just the leather cover of the baseball.
Like the leather cover been torn off of it or something.
Kinda, but it was like a narrow strip. I don't know. It was just kind of weird. I was just wondering what that was.
Let me see. Oh,
You're looking it up.
you're talking about the leather cup holder she's making.
Well, I don't. It just
She,
kind of looked like a.
that's the
No,
leather.
that wasn't it. I've
That
seen
wasn't
that
it.
one before. Mm-mm. Unless I was looking at the picture wrong, which is a possibility.
I
Which
don't
is a
see anything up
possibility.
there.
Okay, maybe that's what it was, and I just glanced through it too fast. Then maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, because she's been working on those. But the steak and potatoes, those look good.
Yeah, that must have been what it was then. Like I said, I kind of just skimmed through it pretty quick, so I just kind of just caught my eye, but I didn't really stop to go back and look at it. So that's probably what it was then. It just looked like almost kind of looked like a stitched up kind of baseball type deal, like the cover
Yeah,
of
I
a
bet that's
baseball.
what it was. And
It probably was.
CB says stockpiling party materials got to have a lot going to be a long one. Everything being locked down. One day I'm gonna show up and leave with a llama ear. He said, "What's the llama?" Like the new logo. Moose Gal says very modern, and cool. Your channel name is too long. Ever take the train in Chicago and watch the landscape from 100 miles out as you close in? Now, I've actually never rode the train in Chicago. As much as I've been there and seen it, I just pretty much drove or walked everywhere. But I know a lot of people that take the subway train or the L train or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I've been to Chicago several times. Never have done that either.
Yeah, good thing is the bar is always in the walking distance. So if I took an Uber out to Lagunitas when I went out there to see that. UBC, well, channel name is long, but it supposedly helps better than shorter channel names. Hey, as long as you get recognized, long or odd names supposedly help. They change that algorithm all the time now. Infections here are increasing quite quickly now. Over 600 in the hospital as of today. Yeah, they're increasing quick here too. In Kentucky and then we're Wisconsin, Indiana, and Ohio, they've actually done. I mean, Ohio, out of our three states, Ohio's the one that's looking worse. Like I said, Indiana's starting to catch up there, it seems.
Well, I did see come across about 6 o'clock or so this evening that California now surpassed 1 million, which is the second. Yeah, which is the second state now after Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, but the only thing I was watching like earlier today, one of the stations said one of the doctors on, and he said the one thing is, people are getting now we're getting into a higher rate than we were before, but at the same point, we also have much better treatment that we're getting on people now. Much better is also, what situation you may be into. Like there's some stuff if you got a mild case definitely helps you out, but there are still some people that go on ventilators because of issues too. So again, this kind of depends. I had my old boss; she ended up getting it, but she had a mild case of it. My neighbor, their dad died from it because he was older. So you just never know how it may hit you.
Yeah, I mean, it affects everybody in such a different way. That's the scary part about it. It's like it's not like a common cold, or the flu even. Yeah, sure, if you've got underlying conditions, it's going to hit you harder. If you're older, it's going to hit you harder. But this thing doesn't seem to matter how old you are or what kind of condition. You might still be in bad shape and not really affect you. Could be in good shape and you'd be in the hospital on a ventilator for 2 months or whatever. I mean, it's really weird. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's it's a different feel. You don't know until you have it, and that's how your body deals with it and stuff too. So, and again, some of us may have been exposed to it, not realizing that we may have antibodies, don't even know. So if we do get it up, that's what makes it more milder for us. So
true.
Yeah. So it's definitely I think the big fear they have right now is people getting this and possibly having the flu at the same time. That's a concern. If these two got together, how that could maybe damage the body. But it's all up in the air. But it's you got Pfizer with the 90%. They're saying possibly, and you got other ones that are coming up with stuff. So we'll see how these all hold up. But even then, like Fauci was talking about, you're probably looking at February, start getting it out to some, but probably May you'll have it out to more, but it's still going to take a time for 350 million people what they can actually make. It's not going to be an overnight type thing. So
no.
And then it becomes who gets it or what. And there is some, not to get into a conspiracy type thing, but there are people that do doubt the government for medical stuff because they've done stuff before that there's questions around. They've done bad stuff before, and they've also got conspiracy people thinking they're going to try to put the chip in everybody. So it's not an easy task, you have to get people to be willing to take it as well. I think beer will just protect me just fine now. Dolly says
go. It's all you need.
That's not bad. Yeah, it's all I need. I'm beer man. Yeah, I like Chi-Town. Chi-Town's always fun. Emerson, I'm almost positive the cure for COVID is a 9 ounce of Malibu rum, followed directly by a 12-pack of Mickey's. Why, man? See, you can't go wrong. You get the alcohol in there, it kicks it right out.
That's right. And if nothing else, you end up feeling good. So either way, it's a win-win.
One way or another, you're going to lie down. So, yeah.
That's right.
Chad said, how do you think stores are going to handle Black Friday? I mean, I think stores will be, depending on what state you're in, they're going to be, I think, somewhat of a mandate on how many people they can have in the store. So even if it's limited, it's not going to be like last year or years before then. But will you have people out there trying to go on Black Friday? I don't know. A lot of people are trying to move online for a lot of the stores. Especially with Amazon and Walmart. A lot of companies have tried to start doing their stuff already.
I've seen I've seen some of the online or, stores doing it online already.
Yeah.
Also, places like Walmart are not going to be open on like Thanksgiving Day like they have been in the last couple of years, where they start Black Friday, Thursday afternoon or whatever,
Yeah. But I was watching one of the stories earlier, too. One of the restaurant owners feeling bad for him because he was talking about, them probably having to close again and for his workers not being able to make the money they need for Christmas and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like, just, people, like we do DoorDash or you might do a pickup like that, everything, but you're not really there dining in and companies have to cut stuff there as well. So could be a rough season for a lot of people. But one thing I will say is if you are online ordering, which I expect most people are probably doing a lot more online ordering going into the season, make sure you're watching your stuff. I know we have like a local community type thing where people can put stuff in that little Nextdoor app or whatever like that. And there's been a couple of spots that have popped up around the area where they said like thieves have happened. The more you get towards the holiday, the more packages that show up on people's steps. Make sure you're in an area where you're protected there, because I can see more people doing stuff.
Oh yeah,
just because they need it more now than they may have needed it before ever. So
for sure.
People probably buy a lot of those ring cams and stuff now so they can keep an eye on stuff. But
we've got one.
Yeah. Thought about getting one. Never did, but thought about it, and maybe at some point, but,
So we live in a small neighborhood. It's only 40 houses, and it's one way in, one way out. We've had one package stolen. It was probably early this year, I guess. Maybe right after COVID started, I guess, maybe April, May, somewhere in there. And I didn't have the doorbell then, but now that I've had the doorbell, we've not had any trouble. Since we've had the Ring doorbell, we've not had any trouble. So I think that in itself kind of scares people off because they know they're going to be recorded regardless. You know what I mean? Like, I think when they see that, they tend to just move on.
Yeah, we had one of the people that posted in the thing in their house. They left the garage open one night, and like 2 a.m. they called someone on the camera. Like the next morning was going around their garage, at 2 a.m. and didn't take anything, but was just basically going around. Could have done anything. And like some of the houses here, the garages are in there, and you can just go right to the door from the garage to the basement and be right up into the house. So that freaked out some people and stuff too, which here where we're at, like in Kentucky, I mean, you've been out to my house. I mean, it's like a little subdivision, but in Kentucky, probably about 4 to 5 people have guns in the house. So it's like you stumble to the wrong house, but that freaked a lot of people out because this is an area where like you can easily go out or fall asleep with the door open. You don't worry about anything happening, or we've never, knock on wood, had packages affected, but times change, people change.
That's kind of the way it is in our subdivision, and I've done it before. We used to keep our door open all the time, garage door open all the time. We've gone to bed before, and it's been open, and never had any issues.
Yeah.
Now, although it hasn't happened for probably close to a month now, but not too long, when the Breonna Taylor stuff was going on, and they were
Mhm.
doing the trials and stuff, or whatever, the cops or whatever. There were some break-ins going on up and down the highway here, the state highway here by our
Mhm.
house, and there's I don't know, 7, 8 subdivisions probably, and there were break-ins, people coming from Louisville. So I don't know if it had to do with people coming in from out of state, you know, for the Breonna Taylor stuff, or what was going on.
Mhm.
But there was some break-ins, and it seemed like it was happening on every like Wednesday night. I say Wednesday night, Thursday morning ish, time. But all they were doing was just checking the car doors if you parked outside, just seeing if it was open. If it was locked, they'd move along. If it was
Yeah.
open, and they'd check it. But there wasn't really stealing anything of anything neat. I think they were just out to try to find something in general, maybe money or gun or drugs or whatever, whatever. I don't know what the case was, but we had several houses in the subdivision that's got outdoor cameras. They got pretty good video of kids, the guys. I'd say kids, probably in their 20s, I guess, probably
Right.
running around doing it. So they had like one guy that would drive, and 3 or 4 kids would get out of the car. You could see him checking the car doors, and then just run into the next house, get back in the car, and drive down the street a little bit, and do it again.
Huh.
But they were driving around with like a piece of cardboard or something on their license plate, so you couldn't get a true picture of the license plate.
Yeah.
So they knew what they were doing. They were definitely out for something. I think finally 3 of them did eventually get caught. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That could have something to do with it too, not happening also. But
Yeah. It's always. I think it's always something like that goes on. I know they always put warnings out as we get around holidays. Make sure your cars are locked, something like that. Everything like that. We don't usually have any issues where we're at here, but it does pop up in areas, and like I said, people do hit the package. We see those stories all the time when people try to steal packages off of porches. On the news, they'll have people from doing that. It's just crazy.
I think you'll get that just about anywhere these days. I don't think it matters where you're at anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it can be anywhere with everything happening. Dolly says, I work alone. Everyone else on the work sites always alone. I love it. Yeah, I usually work. So I like working solo. Erie 4 new baby llamas born at 4 weeks. A quite nice herd of babies walking around. It's fun to see. Dolly Moose Guy says, born in Chicago. She's in Illinois. Yeah, Chicago is always a fun city. Gilbert's in the house. Says, cheers, fools. What is going on, Gilbert?
What's up, Gilbert?
Always good to see you, my friend. Moose Gal, nice to meet you, Dolly. So yeah, I guess this is the first time Dolly and Moose Gal have been on here because Dolly was gone for a minute.
Yeah.
Love Chicago, amazing city, Moose Gal. Yeah, Chicago. Last time we were, it was funny. We went to Chicago one time, and me and the wife we went there for like vacation. We were going around the city, so we never done one of those little city tour buses, like the 2 double-decker bus or whatever. So we got on it, and it was like October, or whatever, and Moose probably knows this. There, like when it gets like that breeze coming off the lake and stuff, it gets cold. Like in October, we were in October, and so we paid to go around this thing. And my wife, she got too cold. She went downstairs, and it was just me and the lady that was doing the tour thing upstairs. Right, I know this lady was wanting me to go downstairs because it was cold, but I'm like, damn it, I paid to be up here. I'm going to sit here, and she's shaking and talking. I probably should have done that. I was probably being an ass by staying up there, but I'm like, hey. I paid to be up here. I'm comfortable. You should be comfortable. But I'm bigger guy than she was, so But sit there. You do your job. You do your job.
That's a place I would like to go to. I've been to Chicago, but it's always been work related, so I've never actually got to. Very well. One time I did got to go and see a little bit around, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it's just been going to see customers and stuff like that. So I'd like to go because it looks like a cool town to go to.
Yeah. We went out there. We went up past Soldier Field, Wrigley. The egg is like big where people go take photos of the egg and stuff there off of downtown. Went to a couple of the food places, had a blast there. There's one cool place downtown.
What's the pier thing? Isn't there like a pier type thing or something that's supposed to be really cool?
Yeah, I think it's called Navy Pier, I believe. We went out to that and did some things out there for like one of the days we were there, which is fun. It's like walking around restaurants, eating. You just go out to the pier and kind of hang out. They had some other stuff out there too, but when we did that, that was also in October, so we didn't stay out there as much. But it was a nice area. I mean, people talk about Chicago and some of the stuff that happens there, but that's not like in a lot of the areas. It's like a couple key areas here and there where you see a lot of that.
Right.
But every time I go up there, it's pretty fun. The last few times I got to go and just hang out because I was going up there with her for work and I was off, and I'm like, I'm going down here to drink. I'll see you when you get back from your meeting.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And then that's where I met JT James, that's actually from Chicago, who pops up on here. We met up there one time at one of the places. We grabbed some beers and some good food and stuff, and had a good time. So, yeah, it's a cool city. It's one of the fun cities to see. I think my favorite city still in the country to probably visit, probably New Orleans, but Miami is also excellent. San Francisco is a fun time. Never been to LA, but I've been around LA in certain parts. I'm trying to think. Philly's always a fun job. New York's obviously is New York, so you're going to have a blast there. I'm trying to think of any of the other key cities, really. I mean, Cincinnati, Cleveland. I mean, those aren't like the big major cities. Pittsburgh's not like a big major.
Boston's pretty cool. Have you ever been there?
I've been to Boston. That would be a cool city to check out. Baltimore.
I'd like to go back if I had some more time. Also, work trip, but I actually got to go around town and see some things a little bit there. But that was a cool place.
I tell you, a real neat city is, and it's not like a major city, but it's Annapolis, where the Naval Academy is. That's actually a pretty cool little city too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's pretty cool. But lots of great places to go across. I still like to go to the Dakotas or at some point, or like Wyoming, somewhere in the Midwest types. I'm not Midwest, but like I guess you would say upper, not really Pac West, but somewhere upper Midwest or something. However you call it, the Great Plains, you call it.
Yeah. I don't know what you call it these days. I don't even know, like Midwest. Like we're considered Midwest. I don't even know. That doesn't even make any sense. Like how are we Midwest? Like we're not even really the middle. We're not even in the West, so why are we in the Midwest?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't even make any sense. So I don't even know what you call like Dakotas. I don't know what that'd be. Northwest. I don't know.
I think it's maybe the Great Plains now, but yeah, it's kind of like the way they mapped out some of this area is. Yeah, I don't think we're really that area that you're talking about, but
we get grouped into that though.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from the Midwest, are we?
Yeah. Let me see.
You go basically 2 states and you're on the ocean. I'm not sure how that's mid anything.
Right? So they're trying to measure it out. Normally, at least for this year, too, I'm happy I'm paying for it all. Sorry. Trying to think what we were thinking about there with that one. Do you have any pictures on Instagram? Oh, she has a lot of pictures on Instagram, Moose.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Let me see here. I found a duck farm near me. Great news for my noodle adventures and duck nog trial. Oh, cool. So you found a new duck farm. Nice.
Cool.
Okay. Look, people were complaining about people when they were around people, and now it's like I'm lonely.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I'm an introvert, so I'm digging the social distancing. Yeah, that is true. There were a lot of people that complained about too many people. Then they're like, okay, nobody's around anybody. And they're like, well, I don't get to see anybody now. Yeah. Instagram, that's M Kitty. I posted a couple new ones, but none with the group of the newborns yet. I will try a group message. The little llama's walking around this weekend. Chat, hype up Cyber Monday sales. Yeah, you get the Cyber Monday stuff too, which is done online. But no targets for my BB gun. Now no targets for my BB guns. I'm trying to with today. Everybody that's been I've been messaged on has been trying to get the new PlayStation 5, so it's been kind of crazy. I did see a few people did get some of them, but they've been having some issues with them. I've seen too.
Is it out now?
Yeah, it came out today, so people have been
Oh,
trying
it
to get
did.
it.
Okay.
And the Xbox came out 2 days ago, I think, and people are trying to
That
get
came
that
out
too.
quick.
Like just a
Okay, I
couple
was
days
thinking
ago.
it came out like last week. Okay.
Yeah, so the Microsoft had an issue where some of them were smoking, and then there's also an issue with the PlayStation on the storage. They said and some other stuff. But you're paying more and more for this. You're starting to find out because it's like you have to buy memory cards, you have to buy other things to go with it. Like on the Microsoft one, like they don't have anything where it's automatic. You have to buy a battery. It's like it's kind of weird. Like you're nickel and diamond on certain points, so you're not even getting.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're getting a price tag for it. So
See, that's why I always on those things, like even the PS4, I waited probably
yeah,
a year before I got one. It's like there's always so many bugs I got to work out, and then they always come out with
yeah,
something. It's like, oh, okay, we're just gonna go ahead and add that in there, or whatever that you may not get initially. You know, I just like, yeah, I'd like to get one, but I'm not like in a super huge hurry to go get one. And also, it takes them a little while to get games to catch up to the new platform too. So it's like, you know, they'll still make a lot of games for the 4, some for the 4 and the 5, but it's like, okay, you know, I can still get the 4. It's fine with it.
yeah.
But what about you? Are you going to get one right away as soon as you can get one, or?
I'm gonna probably wait on it. I was thinking about that, and it's like I'm like you. Like there's always like bugs and stuff that have to take place and get cleaned out. You find a lot of the time, so I'm kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with it, and then go from there.
I always feel like it's at least 6 months, it seems, before they finally get it kind of worked out.
Yeah,
Or almost where they even come out with a whole other model type, you know, where they're just like, okay, we figured these things out. Now we need to release it maybe with more memory or something where you ain't got to go and buy all that separate, you know, and add to it.
yeah. Well, they also it's funny. I don't know if you saw this or not, but they actually got a new Atari system coming out.
Really? No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, and so it's going to showcase the arcade and retro as well as modern games. So it's kind of interesting just to see. It's got a whole different look to it and everything like that. The price is about $389. It's supposed to come out this fall here. It's a modern PC console hybrid with retro sensibilities. I'll go. You know, I can pull it up here. Let me grab this.
So what'll be next? The Commodore 64?
Well, if you like thrash metal, he went away. He still does them for sure. Let's see here. So it's kind of interesting because that's kind of like a little nostalgia type thing as well. But don't know if I would actually get it or not as of yet. But I don't want to sign up for you, Tom. Get off my thing. I don't want your guide. Oh no, Tom! Don't be that way. Here we go. Can you see it on the screen there?
Little, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the new Atari, the VCS. Oops, wrong way. Get off my thing there. God, I was advertising. So this is one they were talking about as well coming out. Streaming movies and TV in 4K. The return back to the console. It says they'll be coming back with it again with the original games, modern conveniences, and plenty of surprises that they're trying to bring it back into the market. So yeah, so fall 2020, $389.99. Game streaming via the arcade, mouse, keyboard, and controller support. They give you the old school controller, and you get the new.
Oh wow!
Cool titles like Pong, Tempest 2000, Centipede Asteroids, capable of playing AAA titles and indie games as well.
It's got to have the old Pong, and it's got to have Pitfall.
Yeah, Pitfall, right?
and the old. What was the other one I was going to say too? Combat.
So it says it'll offer 50 games at launch and offer a free trial of 30 days. Beyond the trial, user will have to pony up a monthly subscription of 10 per month or a yearly subscription to 8. So kind of getting down to like how they do with Xbox and PlayStation. But it's kind of interesting type look to it. I mean, the idea that you can play some of the old school games just for the hell of it, but then I want to see what the new school games are going to be like, because they're comparable to some of the PlayStation and the Microsoft stuff. That would be kind of interesting. So
that would be interesting.
Let's see here. I have a coddle prod to people away all times, right? Mary says she actually likes it because it's less people now. Felony here if you try to carry one, Eric. Just gotta use it and hide it. Yes, Todd, we do a lot of talking through here or COD, yeah. Oh, we need 6-foot snowstorms. People don't like people, it seems here. Like my chances, Vanessa. Christmas music is already played on the radio in Illinois. Yeah, we have one station here that's already went to Christmas music. I don't know. Seems like, again, it should have to be after Thanksgiving before you start going all Christmas music 24/7.
I feel like we've had one too for about 3 weeks now.
Yeah. And pretty soon the stores will be going to stop. And it's like, I feel like it's still too early. I feel like,
I could understand, like, maybe Black Friday should be the day that Christmas music starts on the radio, because you're out Christmas shopping. You know what I mean? Like, I could understand that. But
that's right there after Thanksgiving. That'll be a good time to start.
Yeah. It seems like the appropriate time, which also should be the appropriate time for maybe a week before Thanksgiving for pumpkin beers.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need long with pumpkin beers. You don't need long.
No, you don't need July pumpkin beers.
And Vanessa, of course, Christmas music is always fun. It's just too early, though. Too early. It wears you out by the time Christmas shows up. And the Hallmark movies playing. Yeah, they'll have that going as well. Yeah, I think the Hallmark channel is one of the channels that goes all Christmas for like a month or something.
Yeah, they probably already have.
Well, Moose Gal's in Illinois, so she gets her share of snow, I'm sure. Bobby, anything you recommend for Belgian Beaver? I'm Southern Cal. A lot of their stuff is on the shelves around here. Actually, no, because I really haven't had any Belgian Beaver as of yet. That's one thing, Todd, that they have at Jungle Gyms now is Belgian Beaver. I just haven't picked up any yet. But
they do? Okay.
They're pretty well known for beer, and I just haven't grabbed them.
I feel like they have a really good peanut butter beer. I've never had it, but I feel like they're no. I think that's
I've seen one. People have the peanut butter one that people liked it.
That's what I was thinking. Like, that's a big one for them.
So right now, I just cracked open the Sam Adams Black is Beautiful. Nice. Which you'll have tomorrow.
So getting ready to try.
Oh, the Solera. Yeah, nice. I can think of it. I enjoyed that one.
It's the first one. I haven't had it yet. I got a 4-pack. I bought a 4-pack last Thursday, maybe last Friday. I don't remember when it was.
Yeah, like I said, Dragon's Milk is one of those things. Every time they come out each quarter with their new thing, I just grab the 4-pack. I don't even look at time. Oh, a new Dragon's Milk. Let's just grab 4 of those right now.
That's what I did. I was like, yeah, okay.
Like, I'm not going to be mad. Lou said those movies are too cheesy for me on the Hallmark.
It's not a stout, though, is it?
No, it's not, which is different for the series.
Aged ale, which I didn't think it. I didn't think it was a stout, but
yeah,
I was gonna say every Dragon's Milk to this point has been a stout. So there's the.
Oh yeah, Our Lady of Perpetual Hops.
Oh yeah, there you go. Could put a little out there for them.
Nice.
There's the color of it. I don't know how well that's coming through, but
shout out.
It's kind of a brownish, muddy water tinge to it.
We're drinking all muddy water tonight, apparently.
I know.
Except this one isn't muddy.
Which you will be getting. I did get you one of those. I can't remember if I told you or not. I did get you one of their anniversary beers. So
cool.
You'll have that one.
Yeah, I think you did mention that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a stout aged in Weller barrels.
Yeah, it's okay by me.
So we had it. We had it at the brewery. So we went. Me and my brother, my cousin, and my brother-in-law, Shannon's brother. We went to the brewery that day because they were having a anniversary type deal. Which cool thing with that brewery is it's really open and really spaced out. And
Yeah,
garage doors are open, so it's kind of like you're outside-ish too. But everybody, when you're up walking around, so feel somewhat comfortable as you can be comfortable going out. So
it
we went
sounds like
there, and
how we went to like they had the garage door.
yeah, and it kind of reminds me of a Super Mint, which I've probably said it before. Kind of mini version of Rheingeist.
Yeah, that's some. Well, Rheingeist is a big ass building.
I just got a phone call. Now my stupid headphones went off.
I can hear you though. Quit poking me in the eye.
It's just coming through my phone, so my Bluetooth went off, I guess is what happened. Stupid.
Like, don't you see I'm on YouTube right now? Who's calling me?
But anyway, so we went and picked it and had it on tap, and man, it's good. It's a little warm, but it's good though. Even the barrel presence in it though, it's not overwhelming.
It's a good time to be warm. Good time of year.
So I bought a bottle of it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna sit on it for a while and see what happens.
What do you think of that one? That Dragon's Milk.
It's pretty good. Like, it kind of reminds me more of like a barley wine.
Yeah, good call. I mean, it's
is that what it's supposed to be? It just says ale, aged ale. Does it say what it actually is?
It's just no. I don't know if it does on there, but it's a strong ale, is what it is.
Yeah,
which is very similar to a barley wine.
It's nice though. You get the kind of the caramelish sweet tones to it, like you get in most of those, like barley wine.
It's pretty tasty. I mean, that one is 10% ABV, but you to have 4 of those, you'll be feeling all right. It's pretty smooth.
It's kind of nice to see them switch it up a little bit and do something outside of just a stout.
Mm-hmm. They did a good job with that one there. Let's
reconnect here, but I'm not sure what's going to happen.
The state of water and atmosphere of the movie I've ever seen. Wait a minute, the movies I've ever seen has been my times in Alaska. I marked trees on the trail I made in the winter. After snow's melted, I searched for the marks. The marks 22 feet up the tree. I was walking on a snow pile, 22 feet most of the winter that year. Wow, that's a lot of snow. EB said, Alex, the beer master called me out on the one chip challenge, so I had to order it, but I'm an ass. I'm going to one up him and order the death nut challenge as well and call him out on it. Ball's in your court now, sir. Some of the Hallmark movies are cute. A lot are filmed here in Connecticut. I have a few Reapers, ate one before, and we should eat one on your show, Rod Day. I'll mail you one. Oh, I can definitely get some Reapers, that's for sure. I like hot and spicy food. I've never eaten like a Reaper raw. I've had it in stuff, but I don't know. I haven't done any of the hot challenges, so I am going to do the boot. I keep saying it, but I haven't done it yet. But I am going to do a boot challenge. I got to do it by this weekend because I want to get it done. But I'm going to do the 1 liter boot challenge. So I can send it to Beer Chugs. So that's going to be chugging a liter of beer. I got a liter of the Oktoberfest from I think it's Polliner that I have down there, and I'm going to chug.
You say do Reaper raw?
Yeah, just to chew people chew the peppers. Like everything's spicy in them. They'll just bite into the peppers.
Oh,
like you're not gonna soak it or cook it or put in oil or anything like that. Nope, just
wow.
Do they feel the pain? And it's like, what am I going to gain from it? It's like I saw a thing on Facebook today. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. It was going around, and it was a thing why women are smarter than why girls are smarter than boys. And it showed a shovel on the ground, and this boy kept stepping on the shovel. When you step on the shovel, it flips up the other end. So he kept stepping on it, trying to duck it, and this starts knocking his ass all over the place. And it's just like, yeah, we would do some stuff like that. While a girl would be like, why would you do that? It's like, why are we doing this hot challenge? Like, I don't think I've seen any women except for Blake's cousin Jen that did the hot candy bar challenge. I haven't seen any women like doing these hot challenges. It's mostly been all guys doing them. It's just like, why would you want to torment yourself like that?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any women do it either.
Of course, we say because it's fun. Just like when we yell at people playing Call of Duty. I thought you were relaxing. I am relaxing, but this son of a bitch.
Ain't nothing relaxing about that game. I always get so tensed up. What's going on? Why do you suck so bad?
Oh, but that says you graduated high school on Friday 13th. I finished my 6th year enlistment on Friday 13th. So positive memories around Friday the 13th. Erie's loading up now, so she's getting her Call of Duty in. She's not going to let it slip away.
Uh-oh. No.
Vanessa says she tried a small piece of Reaper, took it out of her mouth, and it took almost an hour to feel again.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, they can definitely numb the mouth. Alan said, yeah, Reaper is definitely hot. Erie said, I didn't even see Mary say hi. Hi, Mary. So Erie missed you there, Mary. She apologizes. My puppy Porter was my favorite from Central Waters. I'll have to keep an eye out for that one then to check that out.
I've never had one either.
Yeah, the one I had here, I liked it. I think on Untapped, I gave it a 4 out of 5 for me. I think Joe on the Beer Patrol, he wasn't as enthused by it. I think he gave it like a 2.75, which is one of the lowest he actually gave a beer I think I've seen.
I'm going to try to see if I can find that tomorrow. If I don't forget.
Yeah. Joe was doing like a pumpkin week, and that was one of the pumpkin beers he had gotten. Yeah. Pumpkin cheesecake I make soon.
Tell you what, though, this dragon's milk is good.
I told you.
Yeah, you did.
I don't lie when it comes to beer.
I didn't think you did.
But Vanessa pumpkin cheesecake, she's going to make it. It's funny. Our Skyline, which for those outside Cincinnati probably have no idea what Skyline is, but Skyline is like this Greek, like chili hot dog place, chili on spaghetti. You know, I don't know what else to say. It's really chili on spaghetti or chili conies that you really get at this place. I mean, they make other stuff, but occasionally you might get the chicken wrap or something like that, or a Greek salad, but mainly it's the hot dogs and the chili spaghetti. But they teamed up with Cheesecake Factory for their desserts. So like this month right now is pumpkin cheesecake that they actually have. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's Cheesecake Factory, so yeah. But they had one a few months back that was the red velvet cheesecake. My gosh, that was the best one I think I had from them.
Huh.
Yeah. I do like some cheesecake. Rainan's in the house. What is going on, my friend? Just drinking Bennett Kittner Hell Lager.
Our daughter made some cheesecake, scratch cheesecake the other day. Should do her. Actually, it was last weekend. I think it was. She'll crumble up her own stuff, graham crackers or whatever she used for. Made her own crust and everything. She's really? A baker. Yeah, she can bake some sweets and stuff.
You're gonna miss her when she moves out.
No kidding. She likes to do it too. So, well, she did at one point last year. She had aspirations of maybe being a baker, like having her own bakery or something, or maybe even a chef of some sort. But
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, she's kind of moved on from that a little bit now, I think. But she still likes doing it, baking more so than just cooking. But she'll make some good dinners, some good meals too sometimes.
There can be something nice and common about cooking and baking and all that kind of stuff. Just getting over the world.
15, soon to be 16 in January, but she'll do it all. Like she can do. She'll just find a recipe and just go to town. It's like, all right. Especially now I don't get home later. She does a little more cooking than she did before, so it's like nice. So why don't you make this? Okay, and she'll do it. So it's like, all right, cool. I ain't gotta worry about it when I get home.
Keep her cooking, keep the boys away.
That's right.
Barry told Vanessa that sounds like heaven talking about the pumpkin cheesecake. I keep forgetting USA hadn't had Thanksgiving yet. We had ours in October. Yeah, we have ours in November, which, again, I always tease my Canadian friends, like, how do you guys have Thanksgiving? Like, the Pilgrims never landed there. They never went to Canada. So that's supposed to be just USA.
Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah, how's that work there? I think I said that to Red, like, first time I heard about Thanksgiving in Canada was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I said that to Red Beer one time. He's like, you didn't know we had Thanksgiving? It's like, why would I? I mean, they never went to Canada. Why would I even think you guys knew what Thanksgiving really was? He's like, well, we can have Thanksgiving.
Only reason why I knew that is because I always see it on the calendars that we, like a desk calendar, we give like Canadian Thanksgiving. I'm like, okay, what is that?
I think he was kind of offended, like I didn't know they had Thanksgiving there. It's like, why would I know that? It's like, they never went to your country. It was kind of like, you guys just had it because we had it. Emerson says, still rocking the Bush Light, eating an egg roll. USA. Bush Light and egg rolls. Oh, man, I can imagine. Your stomach's going to love you in a few hours.
Yeah, no kidding. Next day is going to be even better.
Yeah. It sounded good when I had it. Left in the house. What is going on, my friend?
What's up, Lep?
Lep, talking about cooking. That guy definitely cooks. Lep's Facebook page every damn morning. Oh, this is what I'm thinking about making for breakfast. Like, dude, seriously, like, you're killing us on Facebook with the food you're putting up there. All of us like starving. I swear, he's still talking about doing some meals for people around him that ask him to cook stuff. I'm like, if he was closer, he's up in the Cleveland area. If he was closer, I'd be like, I'd definitely come by and get a plate or something. Does some great stuff with the food. If you haven't seen Leprechaun TV, make sure to check him out and see how he gets down cooking on the Blackstone and everything. Emerson, hi, Lep. Posted to Likeston on Instagram. Yeah, that was a steak and potato, which looked good. Mary said looked good as well. Covered a leather round pouch that is 1/16 in diameter for the hole it makes. I use what's called the baseball stitch to put a lever around it. So that's what you saw with the leather cover, Todd, earlier. That was the one for the pouch she was making.
Okay.
The leather cover makes the skinny piece easier to hold in place as you punch holes in the leather for stitching. The whole thing of steel. Hey, Monica, cheers. Good to see you.
What's up, Monica?
Hopefully you have a great Thursday night. Monica, another great channel. If you haven't checked out Monica's channel, make sure you check her out. She's knows pretty much everybody in a lot of the same circles that I'm always in as well. And a lot of times she does like a lot of the after shows or live streams on her channel too. Another great person. Quick hello, I'm trying to finish some work, but I'm distracted at the moment. LOL. Yeah, if you come here, we're going to distract you for sure. No work. Moving to work. It's almost the weekend.
All right, here we go. It's talking about COVID a while ago. Halftime of the game, local news. New cases, Indiana, 6654. 51 new deaths. Positivity rate, 10.5%.
Oh, so you guys are over that 10 level. That's what Ohio's looking at, being over 10 too.
And then it went to Kentucky. Only 2,342 new cases, 18 deaths, and 8.29.
Holding it down.
Yeah. Compared to us, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I go to Kroger, and it's probably about 2 out of 10 people I see that don't have a mask on at times now. It used to be probably about 4 out of 10, but you know.
Yeah, you're always going to have that guy.
Yeah, but Andy Bashir's like telling them like these stores and stuff, and they're doing it in Ohio too. Like they need to step up and tell people they have no mask, they can't get service there. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, you have some crazy situations that happen as we know of. So I don't know. It'd be nice if you just have, if you had an officer or something there to handle it, people respect it a lot more. If somebody gets in your face from the company, like they want to fight you, but they're not going to do that with a cop usually.
Right. It'd be hard pressed to find a guy that's going to want to do it for the company anyway, making $14 an hour or anything, Yeah.
I mean, if I could get a side job being like a Terry Tate employee, remember the old Terry Tate?
Yes.
I'd probably do it for like 15 an hour, tackling people and telling them to put on a mask or whatever. You got no mask.
Whoa!
You got no mask. That's your ass.
Not my house, you're not. Those commercials are great.
Oh, those were some great commercials. Vanessa, a little Monica. And Vanessa, how you doing as well? What is going on, Carlos? They be tripping on this COVID hoax tries fake numbers. We're not fake. There's some people out there that dispute. People dispute what is what. Now you can say if somebody had something and then they got COVID, did COVID really kill them or was it something else? That's the whole thing. COVID can be the trigger that led to them actually dying. Do you put on the COVID or do you put on the other thing? That was the thing that took them over the cliff is when they tie it in, I guess. But that's a whole different show there.
Yeah.
Chad said, I'm going home to a weird beer. What beer are you going home to that's weird, Chad? Let me know which one that is. What's going on, Ron? Cheers, my friend. Cheers, all. Hoping you enjoyed somewhat of a veteran thing. Yeah, hopefully you did too, Ron. And hopefully you were able to get out and do some things there. And I think, Ron, you were in the service, so thank you on that as well. And hopefully you got do some good stuff there on Wednesday. And Vanessa, I forgot about Vanessa too. Actually, everybody. Alan, he was a Coast Guard. All the people that were veterans, you know. Hopefully you guys got to enjoy
it for your service.
Yeah. Hey, one of my friends, he's always like kind of. I think a lot of soldiers maybe that way, but he's a little more reserved about it. He used to always bring it up. Like he was saying, well, you don't got to thank me. It was like, you know, but he had a good idea. He's like, you know, go to a VFW or something to buy a round of drinks for some people or do something like that and everything. And he said, that people would love something like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do like that. Yeah.
He totally could.
Except he can't go into the VFW with damn COVID. I don't know if the VFWs are even open right now and stuff. Have to make the best of a virus mask situation for sure. Not too smart trying to wander around here at night if you were not invited. True. Yeah. We were talking about the people that the guy that walked into one of the neighbors' house. Not my direct neighbor, but in the neighborhood at 2 a.m. Yeah, not smart at all. O'Hara's Irish Stout and Lowen McKinnon Chocolate Canadian Malt Single Whiskey. Nice. That sounds like a nice pairing, really, with the Canadian, that chocolate Canadian, the Irish Stout would definitely go together. But that's a yum, Eric. Hey, Nina's in the house. What is going on? Cheers to you, my friend. Doing all right on a Thursday. Hopefully you are as well. And make sure to check out Nina. Nina's always around, too. Drinking Gatorade at the moment, trying to stay hydrated. My meds don't help that. Yeah. Well, if you got no Coors Light around, I guess you can go with Gatorade. It is Vanessa as well. Monica's hello to Nina. How are you? It's rough in Canton Rod. My hoodie got broken in. What? Well, that sucks. Hopefully you didn't lose anything too valuable in there. We were just talking about break-ins that were taking place and people breaking into cars and houses and stuff. That sucks. Cheers, everybody, from Nina, Monica, and Vanessa. Back and back. There we go. There's a big egg thing in London, the big gherkin. Oh, yeah, because like they had the egg one in Chicago. They had one in London as well. I wonder if Craig and probably saw it. Craig and Harry and all the guys. What's up, Foamy Head? What's going on in Texas tonight? How's it going, my friend? He's in that Atticus Atlas No. 3 Triple India Pale Ale from Paris Brewing Company. Cheers. Very nice. I haven't heard of them before. You always find some good breweries out there. Texas has some nice breweries. When I was down in Dallas and I got to go last time, I mean, they had some other ones, but I didn't want to get like all 6-packs. I tried to get individuals when I brought them back, but I like to go around and see some other spots they have down there and get down around like where Drunken One is down, because he has some places down around his area too. Hello.
Where's he? Is he more like in Houston?
Philly. Austin. It's kind of out towards the Austin.
Okay.
I think he's like an hour from Austin or so, but kind of in that vicinity is where he's at.
Okay.
Chat's okay. Got my beer out. You should look this one up. It's awesome. Arvo Esky and Australian Enigma Hop Double IPA, 8.4 ABV, and by Burlington Beer Company. So let me take a look here. Arvo Esky. There we go. Ooh, let's see here. Single hop New England style double IPA featuring Enigma hops from Australia. That's what they get for the details. Average of all the check-ins, 4.03.
Nice.
That's pretty good. And then one of my Untapped buddies he gave it a 3.75 on there. Trying to take a look here. It's a neat looking can to it. See that goes through there. That's the beer itself off of Untapped. Okay. Yeah. It's a nice one. They have so much good beer up in that area. In fact, one of my managers up there, I think she's going to send me a beer mail of some of their beers and stuff. We're going to do some exchanging, and I feel like I'm going to win on that because I'll share some for the ones out here, but we have good ones. I got some Urban Artifacts or some stuff like that and everything, but I know up there she's going to send me some. I think she's going to try to get me some of the Heady Topper and then the what's the other one up there? Not like really Treehouse.
Like
Trillium. I'm trying to think of the one you have to go to the brewery. But I know you have to go there for Trillium or Treehouse, but I guess it's the Alchemist is the one the Heady Topper. That's the one that she was going to try to get me, I believe. Let me see here. Lisa, at this point, you were just buying a console with bugs to play older games for half a year. No, yeah, right. So, and cheers to you, Lee, as well, for dropping in, my friend. And yeah, that's the thing about whether you get it now or whether to wait, because you are looking at that having to be handled with the bugs and everything before they get that all worked out. So I have no problem waiting on the system myself. So I'm also got to sign off. Great stream, great chatting. Stay safe and be well, right? You too, my friends. Hope to catch up with you soon and catch some of your streams. If you go live this weekend, let me know. I know you and Quig had some great discussions the other time when I was watching, so we'll definitely check you out. If you don't know Malt Muser, you want to know about whiskey, great channel right there too. Programming Commodore 64 machine language to represent the 4x4x4 Rubik's Cube back in '87 when I moved to the Bronx. A lot of Rubik's Cube playing in the Bronx there, Vanessa. Bye, Muser. Hey, what's going on, Bo Chosen? Philly in the building. I'm sipping on bakery, coconut, macaroons by the brewery. Cheers, everyone in chat. Cheers to you as well. And I think actually the first time you've been here. So appreciate that, my friend.
Welcome.
Great to have you along. And actually, I grew up 20 minutes outside of Philly over on the Jersey side, so over in South Jersey. So, kind of in the vicinity. We watched the same news and stuff growing up. So, yeah, great to have you here. And one of our other people here that was here, Dolly, she's actually in the Philly area as well. Every time I talk about getting a new Atari, my peeps just tell me to buy a Raspberry Pi and load emulators. Those guys are jerk turkeys. Well, this one is going to be different because you're going to get the old stuff, but you're going to get some of the stuff they say that you can play for newer type things too. So I'm kind of interested to see how the graphics will work on this thing and how it actually does. It's kind of fun to play some of the old school games from back in the day. A little Missile Command, a little Tempest, a little Centipede or Asteroids or Dig Dug, whatever it may be. Whatever your game was back in the day, if you remember those games back in the day, it'd be fun to actually maybe pick up on those.
It'd be cool if it does. Like you get the new age, state of the art graphics, and then the old 16-bit or whatever Atari was back then.
Yeah, it's like a young
8-bit.
Like I hear you, Call of Duty, but do you know Paperboy?
Oh yeah.
Games that will frustrate the hell out of you back in the day.
Paperboy.
Do you know
dog chasing you?
Do you know Dragon's Lair? I don't think you do.
I remember Dragon's Lair when it was at the arcade, and it'd be lines of kids just waiting to play that game.
Yeah,
well, it was like one of the first ones where it had like the TV on top or whatever.
Yeah.
So you kind of watch it all. You know, it was like the first like great graphic game, I think, at the arcade.
Well, I think it was one of the first continuation games as well. So
Yeah,
it was
probably. Yeah.
kind of like you would play it, and it's like if you died, you had like 10 seconds or 15 seconds to put the other quarters in and keep it going. And so you like had to get changed. Like if you ran out of your quarters and you had a buddy there with you, you'd like, look at me change, give him $1.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
I'll get some quarters. Some tokens.
Oh, back then in the day, you went to the arcade and the quarter guy, you're walking around, I need 4 quarters real quick. Kids today don't know about the arcade fun we had back in the day. That's for sure.
That one and Punch Out. That was one of the ones that had one of the screens on top too. And people would be lined up for that forever too when it first came out. Buddy blow.
We used to have one of those on one of our 7-Elevens, and we'd be there right after school for like 2 hours. I think our parents didn't think we get out of school like 4:30 those days. Oh, not found those yet, Todd. I must drive to the brewery at midnight run. Yeah, they are very good, Vanessa. The ones from Dragon's Milk they came out with on the Solera. I definitely enjoy it.
I'm gonna tell you what, for 10%, it's sneaky because I don't taste the alcohol in it at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is pretty smooth.
I just poured it, and that's what I got left of it.
It goes really quick.
It does.
Chad said we already have some Christmas beers at my local liquor store. On holidays, they put up a 15-minute parking sign and have someone outside watching because it's so busy. Wow. That is pretty busy. They keep somebody out there. But I was going to mention the Christmas beers here in a second, too. But I made a leather holder for the Dragon's Milk bottles. Posted to Instagram as well. I used that little leather pouch to make that one. Nice. Mm. It sounds tasty. Raspberry Pi does not have the new model with keyboards. That was the Atari thing we were talking about. Hey, what's going on, Blake? Smash that like button, fam. Cheers to that, my friend. I'm actually watching your boys on TV right now, Blake. They Tennessee against Arkansas. So right now Tennessee's up 3-0. I thought this was a replay or whatever, but no, it's Arkansas night game for Arkansas here on the Thursday.
Big Thursday night games.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call South Carolina a game because they got
but I mean, like big conference games anyway.
Yeah. Nickel Brooks Kentucky Bastard 2020 and Weller barrels. I can taste the Weller. Well, that's mighty fine. I need to actually pick up some Nickel Brooks because I always hear good things from you guys up there in Canada about it. And we do get that at Jungle Gym as well, Todd, by the way. Then they're actually supposed to be good. And if you're ever looking for if you're looking for like the Thomas Hardy beers, they're at Jungle Gyms as well, which I think I'm going to pick up one when I go back next time. And they got it all sectioned. I don't know if you've been there in a bit, but they have a section out like by, Canada, England, all the different countries, and then it breaks down in America on some of the roads into like the West Coast, and then they'll go into the States and stuff too. Like if it's a big thing in Colorado, they'll have like a Colorado section and stuff. So
it's been a couple of years since I've been there.
Yeah, they've redone it, I think, since then. So it makes it a little easier to try and navigate for stuff you're looking for. They're really big into getting Toppling Goliath now. They get a lot of Toppling Goliath beers.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing you can't do, like you used to be able to do because of COVID, is like the draft section. You can only get drafts to go, so you can't drink beer like while you're shopping.
Oh, while you're walking around.
Yeah.
Have you had many of the Toppling Goliath stuff?
I've had just a couple of them so far. So yeah, because that was something we just got there like within the last year.
Yeah. No, I don't know about how you guys are there, but here when we get them, they're probably a week old, maybe.
Yeah. We get them pretty
IPAs, which is phenomenal for a big brewery like that,
Yeah, last time I was there, I was actually talking to the guy that was their distribution guy. He was stacking them, so he was showing me some of the beers and stuff they had. So I've actually got his card. I need to reach out to him, see if they got anything new coming in I need to know about. Coach is in the house. Cheers, Coach. What is going on, my friend?
What's up, Coach?
Cheers to you, and of course to Mandy Robinson, your missus, and Coach out there in the great state of Idaho. Blake said, cheers, Coach. Then left with the cheers. Lifetime holiday movies are a great motivator to try new alcohols quickly and loudly. Well, Lifetime, if you're a guy, it's more like duck and cover sometimes with their movies. So Guys never fare well on Lifetime, it seems. Every time I've seen something.
No, usually.
Yeah. It's like, oh, hell, what did this guy do now?
Dumbass.
Sit there, yo, TV, get out the house, man. She's going to get you.
Ain't you seen a Hallmark movie before? Get out. It all ends the same. It's not going to be good.
Oh, man. Hallmark Channel movies are better, Vanessa said. Ever since I look into it, I don't trust Lifetime Channel. It's nothing to do with the Lifetime. Right? It does for the lifetime of guys, because guys don't last long on that channel. Cheers, Lep. Where is it indeed? Bo said, Vanessa, hi, yes, bakery coconut macaroons by the brewery is tasty. I've actually got a couple brewery beers in the cellar I still haven't done yet. I need to do. The brewery has been up and down for me on some of their stuff. On their low end stuff, it's still tasty, but it's not as what I was expecting. But on their stuff that I really did like, they really did do a pretty good job. Yeah, Joe, the other half.
I think they've gone down just the hair. I think it's one of those that's the distro has gotten big, and I don't think the quality is sustained the distribution.
Yeah, they got pretty big doing everything. Yeah, toasted coconut smells heavenly to me. Yeah, if you're a coconut fan, having that aroma, Bo says absolutely amazing. I almost wanted Kanye, so amazing. So Vanessa Kitty Ginger is that for me. You get some beers with the ginger in there too. Cooked at the Llama Farm. And neat Vanessa. The Vikings landed in Canada, but that wasn't the Pilgrims. The Vikings did though, you're right. See, if there was a Viking holiday, I would get that, like in Canada.
Yeah.
I might Plymouth Rock Thanksgiving Eve take a pick the post of Plymouth Rock. Yeah, it was funny. There was a beer fact I was reading earlier. I need to research a little bit more, but they said supposedly there was a letter from one of the people that were on the Mayflower, and they were stopping at Plymouth Rock because they wanted to find a place to make beer or something too, or something. I don't think it was actually true. I haven't verified it. It's like one of those things out there, but it says a beer fact and one of these beer facts about beer. But apparently they were out of beer, and so instead of them going to Virginia, that's why they cut the trip short to go to Plymouth Rock.
Makes sense.
You hear something like that, like, no, that can't be right. They said someone had a letter, and that's so I got to research that one a little bit more. But that'd be interesting. Maybe I'll share that as a video or a story about that for Thanksgiving.
That would be an interesting.
If that checks out, yeah. Somebody's just like in the back of the boat. We're out of beer, man. We're out.
Pull over. We gotta fix that.
Where do we go? There's a rock. There's a rock right there. Pull over to that rock.
Yeah, we can right. First things first. That's funny. What if that's true? That would make so much sense, though.
In modern times, being out of beer has caused things to stop before, so maybe it did happen that way back then.
That's true. It could be.
Like, hey, Big Hat, we're out of beer. Pull over.
If you think back of all like the historical things that's happened, like if you could trace it back, guarantee there's beer underlying somewhere in the sequence of events.
The whole idea of beer is that some think it was actually a mistake that beer was even created. It was like there was something. There's old like things written about how beer they thought at one point might have been in something that was fermented. Someone put it underground because the ground would make it like cooler or warmer, whatever it may be. And somehow it fermented into like kind of this beer like substance or whatever. And that's how the idea of the fermentation came along, and that led to the whole beer type stuff. But they actually say in some parts of Africa, there's one of the species of monkeys or whatever, like they actually will bury some of the different fruits in areas because it actually will allow them to ferment, and they actually get alcohol out of it, which is interesting. So, I mean, that's some crazy monkey business. I'm just saying, but they say they actually do bury this, and then they've learned to actually put it here. You leave it there for a certain point, it ferments, and then you're able to absorb it. So, craziness. I mean, animals learn stuff too.
Spitting knowledge. See, you don't
Yeah.
come here just to drink beer. You came here to learn some weird shit.
I think I was smoking weed instead of drinking beer. So coming up with Canadian Thanksgiving is better. We don't stop each other to death for 50% off at Walmart. Well, see, you're missing a great blood sport, Eric.
That's right.
People actually get worked up, get ready to go get in those lines and get ready to battle.
So you get a workout and you get a good deal on top of it.
Yeah. You get to drop an elbow from the top of the rack. Priceless. Backed by 901 a T. Very nice. A metal punch, steel rod, covered in leather to help make it easier on the hands using it for making the leather covers. Our Thanksgiving has been around since 1879. It's connected to British harvest celebration. Well, there you go. There's knowledge from Mr. Russell as well.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah. Don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Give thanks every day. I hope I can work every day. Well, there you go, Dolly. Hey, shout out to Emerson. Thank you, my friend. I definitely appreciate that. And a nice little super chat there for $5. Get some Bush Ice. Cheers. Well, for Bush Ice, you may have overpaid, but I use it for something. I actually had one of the guys ask me if I would ever do like an old English review. And the guy said, you know what? I think I may do that. So don't be surprised. I may grab some old English and do a review up here. But I don't even know if I've done a Bush Ice. If I haven't done a Bush Ice, Emerson, I would do a Bush Ice for you, my friend. I've done other ice on the channel, but I don't know if I've done Bush. Or is it Bush?
Bush.
I could put on a nice tactical uniform and tell at women and yell at folks for mass. Yeah. To celebrate the harvest. See, everybody's going to celebrate the harvest. I didn't know about the harvest. I just did the Thanksgiving up there. I don't know if a lot of Americans know about the reason for Thanksgiving in Canada, but you know how America is. We're all about us.
Shit, right? There's probably a lot of Americans don't even know what Thanksgiving is about in America, let alone in Canada.
We're also about a lack of education in America.
Like, yeah, that's where I cook a big bird. Let's do it. It's a meal day. That's all it is.
Yeah. Speaking of bird, I started watching the Good Lord Bird because the wife has wanted me to watch that one. Have you seen that yet with Ethan Hawke? It's on Showtime. He's basically I can't think of the name now. He's the abolition John Brown. Ethan Hawke plays John Brown, and it's kind of done like in a Quentin Tarantino type way. So it's kind of got like some serious issues, and it had like some comedy with it. It's kind of mixed in there with some of the stuff. And it's a new show on Showtime. It's actually been pretty good the first 3 episodes I watched thus far. Okay. So trying to get caught up on it. Cheers to beer.
We started watching that new one on FX last night. A Teacher.
Oh, I saw the previews for that. Yeah.
We both were watching. So the first 3 episodes come out last night. It's only a half hour long, which is kind of weird, but it's kind of nice too because it's not like drawn out, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like Shannon's like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's about like a teacher.
Oh yeah.
Hooking up with their high school with the senior. Yeah. It's like, yes. It's pretty good though. So far, it's been pretty good.
It's been pretty intense or anything, or
a little bit ish. Yeah. Not yet because it's not gotten fully into it. Yeah, I mean it's only been 3 episodes, but enough to where it's laying the groundwork. The last episode, it kind of was a little bit.
Yeah, Janice started watching the one on HBO with Nicole Kidman. She started watching that one a couple weeks ago.
I heard that was really good.
Yeah. How's that?
It's just a mini series, though, isn't it? That's only like 6
that's just like a mini series on that one. Yeah. So I've been trying to get caught up on other stuff. I've been watching Fargo, which has really been good this season.
I haven't watched that yet.
Good Lord Bird's the other one. That's trying to get time in for all these shows is tough.
I know, it's so hard. Yeah.
My DVR is like always like 70% full or something. I never get around to watching stuff. And happy birthday as well, Beer Hound. Cheers. 50th B-Day. Welcome to the club, my friend. All right. And then let's see here. And Dolly said happy birthday to Hound as well. And if you guys haven't checked out Beer Hound, check him out doing the different beers from out in the OC, California, where he gets down. So check him out there too. Sidekick is such a joy to hear. And Beer Hound said thank you. I didn't even know you were 5'0". I thought you were younger than me there, Hound. So good for you, my friend. That California life's got you living well. 50, that's awesome. Did you smoke some good stuff? Can't take Dolly anywhere. Coors Light, Rod? LOL. Yeah. Just saying it hydrates. Coors Light does hydrate. Indica oil. OG, not yet 50, is not old. Nana is 80. Ooh, good for her. Happy B-Day from Vanessa. Nana's an OG. Vanessa's going to turn 59 soon. And Vanessa, thank you so much. Age is just a number, though, right? You can still do a lot of stuff. 59 is the new 40, Vanessa. See what I mean? There you go. So, will I hopefully, LOL. Thank you, Dolly. Rod and Sidekick. You got arms? I shall pretend it's my 21st just because. Hot Butcher for the World. Yes, Hot Butcher for the World. Actually, I've got to go through more of their beers because I did that unboxing that Jeremiah sent from Hot Butcher. I actually have recorded a couple reviews already, just haven't uploaded them yet. And then I'm going to be going through the rest of them probably over the next week or so. At least the IPA version so I can get those as fresh as possible. But I'm digging Hot Butcher for the World for sure. Hey, what's going on, Todd? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully you're having a great one. Another great channel you guys can check out. Dad's Incredible. Barbecue and beer. Hopefully you're enjoying something nice tonight. Actually finishing off a stout right now. Yes, Vanessa, like Grace Jones. I love her. Is Grace Jones, is she still alive? I haven't heard anything from Grace Jones. Let's see. And then, hello, Incredible from Vanessa. Mary said hi, Todd, but that's the Todd. That's Dad Incredible, not the Todd that's on the show. I'm going to try that pale brew one day. Oh, Dolly, don't hate, appreciate. That's Vanessa, Mary, Butch. How is Butch doing tonight, Mary, by the way? No, I'm not, Dolly. Dolly, just stick with your strawberry quick, girl. I would love a nice champagne, though, very dry. You probably like a mimosa, Dolly, a little champagne and orange juice. Drinking your buddy's beer now. Ciante Belgian IPA by Lord Hobo. Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually got a couple of beers that I'm going to drink at some point, too, because Eric sent me the Godmother, and he sent me another one that I had on the unboxing, too. So I'm going to check those out here at some point as well to show some love out to Lord Hobo. Beer gives you a tendency to look at the world prettier and more gentle. Are we talking about beer? Or are we talking about LSD? I'm just asking for a friend. Thanks for the welcome and shout. Glad to be here, Rod. I saw your channel about 2 hours ago, so I'm spanking new. So, yeah, well, great to have you here as well. And we get down every Thursday night here at 8:45 Eastern. We can live stream. During the course of the week, I do the reviews and stuff also. Todd, what you got?
Just talking about Toppling Goliath a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
It is the Intergalactic Warrior IPA.
Oh.
So I actually just picked this up. I think we just got them last week. And this says packaged on 10/2.
And today is 11/12.
So pretty.
So this is about 5 weeks old.
Yeah. It says best by 1:30:21. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got time there.
I don't see I'm kind of surprised. I don't see an ABV on here. I always thought they put all their ABVs on here.
Probably in a small print somewhere. I thought they did on their stuff too. 6.2 is what I see on Untappd for it, though. It's got an average rating of 4.06.
Yeah, that's good. This is the third of the 4-pack I've had. But I've never paid attention to it, not having
41 of my friends on Untappd have had it, and they gave it an average rating of 4.18.
Yeah, I gave it a 4.25 or a 4.5 maybe.
This goes to show my friends are better than the average. I'm just saying. Dolly said it makes ugly dudes look cute. Talking about what the pale ale. I have a copy of Paperboy for Sega still. See there? Old gamers know about Paperboy. PS5, yeah, PS5. People were all after it today. Vanessa says she played Dragon's Lair, completed on one quarter when I came back to Connecticut and leave at Alaska's arcade. My brother went did not believe me. You completed Dragon's Lair on one quarter. I don't know about that. Not to say you didn't.
I would have to see that.
I just have to see what I'm saying. I mean, from beginning to end on one quarter, I've never heard anybody doing that on Dragon's Lair.
Probably not when it come out, but maybe now you probably could, because I think it's kind of one of those games. Well, you know what? It's very possible though, because
she's talking about back there in the '80s, though. I think.
Well, I know, but I feel like I remember seeing guys that could play it on like very minimal, because it was kind of one of those games where it's like kind of like Donkey Kong, where it's the same kind of maneuver over and over, and you just had to learn what it was. I
don't even think it was one quarter. It wasn't like 50. It was like 50 cents to play.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. Like, it wasn't just a quarter.
It wasn't just a quarter. Yeah,
it was like 50 cents, or maybe even $1, because it was like seemed like it was more expensive because it was the higher. At that time, like the graphics were what HD is now, or 1080 or 4K or whatever it is now. Back then,
Although if it did have a pattern, Vanessa would be the one person that could crack the pattern, I'm sure. So I don't doubt that. It's surprised there. No, I said that sounds nice, Vanessa. Dragon's Lair was first video game on CD-ROM. Oh, did you do it on the computer or not the arcade? Or you did an arcade then? I think it was on the CD-ROM with the, I don't know, it was definitely the first one that had like the cartoon type characters and stuff in there. Ghouls and Ghosts. I have not heard of Ghouls and Ghosts in a while in NBA Jam. NBA Jam was my favorite back. And later on in the 90s, so whenever that came out in the late 80s. What was that? No, that was like early 90s, wasn't it? When the NBA Jam?
Yeah, because I feel like...
I remember playing with like the Magic, and I would play like with...
Hey, like Shaq and...
Yeah. I would play
Dennis
like with
Scott, maybe?
and Dennis Scott, yeah. 3D!
Yeah. They had Pippen and was it Horace Grant or Paxson maybe?
Yeah.
So I was thinking like 93-ish or something maybe.
Yeah. That was a fun game to play.
Yeah. It was definitely early mid 90s.
I remember, and also on the Magic it would be like Anthony Hardaway, maybe like Scott Skiles too. Scott Skiles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He's on fire. Jersey boy, hey, don't give me the finger there, Dolly.
Because I think Golden State had Tim Hardaway and like Chris Mullin or something, maybe.
Yeah,
because I always played them because you can shoot threes like out of this world with those two guys. Like you can just shoot threes galore.
I remember Arch Rivals too. That was when we get to fight in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Foamy Time in the Boombox Double IPA from Real Ale Brewing. Cheers, nice. Foamy's got it rolling tonight.
Yeah, he does.
I knew the fourth ranks is Zaxxon player in a while. I have not heard Zaxxon in a long time. He worked on the ER base in Alaska in the early '80s. I think that was Zaxxon that you're thinking of. Yeah, Zaxxon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one with the plane you flew over the stuff and everything. Parish Brewing, Broussard, Louisiana. Speaking of Louisiana, it's almost time for my swamp people to come back. I think it's next week when they come back. I love some swamp people. I can talk Cajun with the best of them when it's on. Shoot them.
Shoot them.
Oh, Blake says, cheers, brother. Hope you had a good birthday as well. Hey, James is in the house. I was talking about you earlier. He said, I'm a Viking. We were talking about the Vikings Atlanta. Yeah, so me and James hooked up when we were in Chicago and had some beers and great meal. We were down at the, if you ever go to Chicago, I'm going to tell you, the Exchequer is the place to go. They had a good selection of beers from around the city and a freaking massive food they give you. Like, I feel like Chicago eats like for the winter because it gets so cold. Like they give you the ribs, and it's like the Fred Flintstone forest ribs, where it's like hanging off the plate. Like that's just the ribs. You got like sides with it, and it's like, what are you guys all eating for up here? Like you gotta pack it on for the winter or
That's
something.
right. That's right.
Real good food though. They're real good. I like cheese. I like cheese too. You know what? I need to do some cheese before it actually goes bad. I've actually got some different beer cheeses, and I'm actually going to do it for the food channel, but I'll probably share the video here. But just some different cheeses that I picked up that I was going to share what they tasted like and everything.
Nice. I'm
Yeah,
a big
so
cheese fan.
I got a food channel I'm launching right now, but I haven't put anything up there on it yet. So stay tuned for that.
I was going to say, did I miss something? Because I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
you're talking about it, but
Yeah, it's set up. I just haven't put anything on there yet to start rolling anything. But I've got like some different cheeses and some different things I'm going to start trying on that. Just to do something a little bit different. And that way the beer will be here, that'll be there. But if it's something like a crossover, like this cheese that you can eat with beer, I'll bring that to the beer channel too. Or I may just do it on the beer channel and then move it to that one. I know you just sailed the wrong way and ended up here instead of Virginia. Yeah, I'll have to check out that beer fact to see, but that's what is funny with this. I saw that earlier today. I'm like, that's pretty funny looking. Trying to find Plymouth Rock total landscape. Ever see Plymouth Rock? I have not seen Plymouth Rock. And Vanessa will go and take a pic.
oh, cool.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty big rock, though. Strip club, landscape of service, and a funeral home. Who in the heck ever thought that was a good idea? Good idea. All right, Lee. Thanks for swinging in, brother. You have a great night as well. Good to see you, my friend. And if you don't know Lee, check him out. He's actually doing a little bit stuff again with beer, but he does a lot of old movie type stuff and things too on his channel. Good fun stuff. Kmart and Zaire's blue light specials were epic back in the day. I do remember the blue light specials of people going crazy as a kid. Like, you remember those, Todd? Like in Kmart?
Oh, it's funny that it just come up because me and my brother were talking about this. It was like a couple nights ago. I was asking because we had the Kmart we had back in the day. I think had like a cafeteria inside of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was asking him about it. I was like, "Do you remember the cafeterias inside Kmart?" He's like, "Oh yeah, totally." And I was like, "Then we got to talk about blue light specials." Now he just like now going on and whatever blue light special, get it now while for the next 15 minutes or whatever. People just like run and try to get the like blue light special. What? I just remember it was like a cart. And it was like a big light with the blue light on top of it. They just push it around.
Yeah. We knew does something like that now with like shoe carnival. Like I don't know if you have any shoe carnivals there. But
yeah.
And it's just like, oh, we're gonna spin the wheel in 5 minutes and blah blah blah. See where you're at. Like,
like this is like the blue light special.
Yeah. Thanks, brother. It's always great when you guys are here to make it fun for sure. Bush ice. You would gain so many knuckle draggers if you got to shoot like a bottle rocket. Yeah, I'll have to check to see if I've, let me look at my phone here because I can check here real quick without having to switch the screen. Oops, I put Bush Light. Actually, I've done Bud Ice. I have not done Bush Ice. So if I can find a tall boy of Bush Ice, I will do that then. Yeah, okay. Bullshit. Did you mean bullshit? I only watch MASH. I haven't watched MASH. Well, MASH was a great show back in the 80s. And I think the last one was in the 80s. But that was always a pretty good show on Monday night to watch. Drunk Monkeys? Yeah, so... yeah, they ferment like fruit. They know the fruit to actually ferment. They did a study on them before, and they knew to place it underground for a certain amount of time for the fruit they had. It would ferment from everything, and apparently we give them a little bit of a buzz. I like science, so I like to watch some of the science stuff too at times.
I think I've seen something like that before. Like I don't know if it was like Animal Planet or History Channel or something before.
It might have been Animal Planet.
Discovery or something.
I'm just like clicking through and I'm like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beer House said, I recently lost 40 pounds by riding bicycles 20 to 30 miles 7 days a week. Great birthday gift for myself. Congrats, brother. That's awesome. I need to get out there and ride some. I actually got a bike downstairs. It's one of the stationary recumbent bikes, but I think if I had a bike outside, it'd be definitely a lot better. Of course, I don't got the view of the OC like you do, so it'd be like just going up and down hills. But if I had 70-degree weather all year round.
Right.
Randy said nice as well. Dolly said that's nice, Beer House. Meanwhile, I lost my mind. I think you lost your mind a long time ago there, Dolly.
No comment.
Well done, Beer House. My recumbent is out of commission at the moment. So Vanessa has a recumbent as well. See? It's not even cold. I'm on the nod. Good night, folks. Stay safe. You too, Eric. Thanks for swinging.
Hey, Eric.
Always. Good luck with your Packers, my friend.
Go, Pack, go.
I just use more blankets. 2 blanket nights in between the dang hot flashes. Yeah, there you go. Kidding about the champagne, but my new poison is Diet Dr. Pepper. Yes.
Oh. Stay away from the diet drinks. Those are just as bad for you.
You might as well just drink the regular ones that the doctor said. Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Tried watching Harry Potter, John. Fell asleep. Not killing enough for me. I've never been a big Harry Potter person myself. I just never got into it to stay up with it.
No, me either.
Vanessa, yes, Rod. It took me quite a few rolls of quarters at a Chuck E. Cheese in Anchorage. After 3 months, I had the machine accidentally lock up and enter a debug level. So she was able to, you backdoored it. So, yeah.
That's all right.
That's all right.
What you got to do. Do what you
Goes
gotta
down. Did watch an old French movie with Miss Candy, Les Diaboliques. 1950 something was kind of right. But just good. Well, good to hear. And the arcade machine was first to use the CD-ROM inside for Dragon's Lair. Yes, I can put Dragon's Lair on the first cost of quarters, whatever it costs to start. Enfield, Connecticut, April 1985 is when it happened.
No.
She says that it makes me think of the episode from Seinfeld with George and the Frogger machine. You ever see that episode?
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Well, there's an episode on Seinfeld where George has the all-time score on Frogger. And the place he had it at the pizzeria was actually going to be closing. So they were going to get rid of the machine, but he wanted to keep the machine because that's like, his claim to fame for him. So he had to get it from across the street where he was at to the other place where he needed to go. So he looks at it and he's like, I can do this. And it was like Frogger. He's out in the middle of like 4 lanes of traffic.
Oh, you know what? I think I have seen parts of that because I remember he's trying to cross the street with doing the Frogger thing, right? Yeah.
He can't get up the curb. Takes it out. So goes the life of George Costanza. But I
never watched that show when it was on, but I've seen enough like replays on like TBS and whatever that I feel like I've seen them all. But it's just like, periodically just new ones that I haven't seen. Like I'll watch it sometimes when it's still on, but
that's the show I got into by watching the reruns because I never watched it when it was actually live.
Well, exactly. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure that I've seen that whole Frogger episode, but I do remember that scene. So I don't know if I actually saw the episode or I just seen it on something else where they showed that or something.
Well, it was funny because Jerry's like, just let it go. He's like if I don't have it, no one will ever believe me. No one will ever see it. I gotta save it, Jerry. I gotta save it. So yeah. And he gets all the way across and can't get up the curb, and the truck takes it out. Oh man.
One of my favorite episodes that I have seen is the movie phone one, where Kramer. Have you seen that one where he's like answering where people, back in the day you had to call the movie theater to see what was playing or whatever.
Yeah.
And he would answer and be like, "Oh, okay, press." So of course they'd press the number and he'd be like, "Why don't you tell me what you want to see?" Because he didn't know what number they were pressing. It was so funny. Like he was trying to make a buck, just trying to do like reading off the times for the movies.
Yeah, they had a lot of funny episodes on that show there. Blake said he just found his regular Nintendo Paperboy all night long. LOL. He got married. No, we kind of just changed up the format a little bit there. Nice, Blake. Hey, Jeff's in the house. Cheers. Rosie tapping the like. Well, thanks. I appreciate it, Jeff. Hopefully you're having a great Thursday night as well, my friend.
What's up, Jeff?
Good to see you. And Blake said also good to see you as well. I like Billy the Exterminator. The bear said, come to bed, Blake. Oh, very nice, Barry. Very nice.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
The bear is calling Blake. Oh, Blake, my 20th bulgy. Let's see. I see you, Mary. LOL. CB, I'm number one, brother. Let's see, getting caught up on the comments in here. Writing that down. You can still see. Mary knows about Blake's bear. Everybody knows about Blake's bear. Crusty bear. Oh God, Mary. Got some weird yeah, right? The bear is Blake's boss. Thanks, CB.
Who's your daddy?
Yo, Blake, your bear is on TikTok shaking that ass. Everybody's all over Blake's bear. Dolly,
hey, gotta do what you gotta do, Blake.
He got a lot of hits. He was backing it up.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Bears Blake getting the love. When air hockey came out, my mom and I went to Kmart just to watch the Blue Light specials at night. Epic people jumped over people. Blood. Yo,
that'd be people watching to the T right there. It'd be max.
Blue Light specials could rival crab leg buffets of today. I mean,
yes.
You didn't know what was going to happen. It's just arms and legs flying, so.
Put your helmet and pads on and go at it.
Got to suit up.
It would be even better is if Walmart had a Blue Light special now. How great would that be?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, yeah. You go to Walmart, sometimes you think it's already a Blue Light special. I mean, depending on what day it is.
Like that old, I think it was a Best Buy commercial or something where it was like a good, it was going to be Black Friday. And the guy has to open the store and all the people are lined up waiting to get in and they're almost kind of flipping a coin to see who has to open the door.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like an old Circuit City commercial. I mean, it was an old commercial.
Yeah.
An old commercial. But he didn't want to get trampled. He knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. Let's see. Kids have no motivation now. I don't know about that, but some kids are motivated. They just do things differently.
Yeah.
To see me on a bike, I got a bike down there. I just haven't worked out in a while, but I was more always a weightlifter anyway, so. Kmart did a sportive flashlight lantern that night. People pig piles with the wire basket with them in it. Many lights were smashed to smithereens. Pieces of plastic stuck in people. Was this all in a Blue Light special? Like people get stuck with plastic fork?
Probably.
Oh, man. It's like freaking, who is it? Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I have Harry Potter saved in my other phone. Man, those were great times. Kids now are crying over a slice of pizza. It was a different time back then. Butch Blink if you're in trouble, bro. Always got to check on Butch. 85 was almost end of my enlistment and being stationed up there. Just left June 86. June 86 is the month myself and 6 others were escorted off Martha's Vineyard by Massachusetts State Troopers. So what did you guys do up there? You guys escorted off the property. Can only imagine. Blake, you were jamming straight. You guys have talent. What happened to Mr. 25? No more videos. Well, he's actually been doing some different things with a new job there, Vanessa. So I think that's why. Vidali. That's why I think he's been in and out. But he was just on the stream last week over there on Blake's channel. Hey, what's going on, Rasco? Good to see you. Cheers from London. Oh, you're up late tonight, my friend. Good to see you there. And if you guys don't know Rasco and Disco Beer Review, they actually do different things around beer as well. So make sure you check them out. And thanks for swinging in. Like I said, you guys just coming in from the club or just couldn't sleep. Oh, let's see what's on YouTube right now. I need to do like a weekend like day show or something where you guys can try to match up. Like when I get with the other UK guys there, they're like 5 hours ahead of us. Vanessa, you were in the military? Yeah, you knew Vanessa was in the military, didn't you, Dolly? Hi, Rascal. He will return when no one expects it. Yeah, it's like the bears sneak up on you when you're not expecting it. Can't wait, Blake. Yes, retired February 96 from the Air Force, 16 years medically retired. Wow, Vanessa. Do bears twerk? Blake's does.
Yep.
What's going on, Scout? Cheers. Wow, what did I pop into? Well, at this point in the show, Scout.
Hard telling.
Hard to tell. Good to see you, my friend. If you guys don't know Whiskey Scout, make sure you check him out too. Scout is a great connoisseur of whiskey, and he does love the pad thai. So, Blake's beer did. Vanessa Bibby got back. Costco sells a very large bear. It looks like Blake's bear. Well, there you go. Vanessa Blake snuggles his teddies from El Chapo. Someone saw the Kmart Blue Specials Smuggles. Blake's Bear has 4 offices: small, smaller, tiny, and miracle.
Oh, jeez.
Bears can twerk. Watch Ted 2. I know I have never watched Ted 2. I've got to watch that. I've seen the first one. The first one was pretty funny.
It's pretty good. Ted 2 is pretty good.
I see you too, the Whiskey Scout. Cheers, brother. I heard you twerk, Blake. Blake's Bear is awesome, as is Blake. Indeed. $1 makes him holler. Only at 1K, Dolly. Hey, what's going on, Jules? Cheers. Good to see you there. And I see 2 Blake. Cheers, brother. Jules, cheers, sweetheart, there from Blake. Blake, hey, cutie pie. Hey, Scout, we're twerking the music tonight, LOL. Everybody twerking out there. And then Rascal said hello to Vanessa. And Jules, cheers, hope you are warm. And Ted 2 was funny too. Yeah, I don't know why. I never got around to see Ted 2, but I will at some point. No beer tonight? Oh, always there's beer here. Todd just drank out of the beer. He's actually drinking there right now. And I actually drank from Central Wooders earlier. This is their coffee pumpkin. He's got the who's that? The Intergalactic Warrior.
Top Goliath. Yep, Intergalactic Warrior.
And the Samuel Adams Black is Beautiful Stout. So I just haven't refilled the next glass or so.
How is that one, Rod? By the way,
this one?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to tell you if you're getting it tomorrow.
Well, you did a video on it though, didn't you? I just don't remember.
Yeah.
I just don't remember what you said on it.
Do you want to ruin your surprise when you get it tomorrow?
Nah, it's okay.
It's pretty good though. It's pretty good.
That's all I want to know is did you like it or not?
It's funny because I sent one of those to Nerd Sense, and he's actually up in Massachusetts, but they didn't have it at the Sam Adams there. So it's funny because he got it and he looked at it when he did the video, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this got him from Rod. He sent it down from Cincinnati, from the Cincinnati brewery." He's like, "Oh, interesting. This was actually brewed in Massachusetts." So essentially, they sent it to the Cincinnati one. He sent it back to me, and I can't get it. And I'm like 10 minutes from the brewery. Jeez. So that's the funny way that beer distribution works sometimes.
So I'm curious to see your thoughts. I got one from Three Floyds that you're gonna get. I'm curious to see what you think of it.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. They did their version. Yeah.
I won't say anything about it.
Right. Did they do an IPA for theirs?
Do you want me to say?
Well, yeah, I think they did, though, right? They did
Isn't that what it says? It's not what it says on the bottle.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be interesting. All right. Well, we shall
But the
see.
the bottle says oatmeal stout. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
What you said before makes more sense, but
it'll be an interesting review when I do it.
when you read the label and you pour it and drink it, you'll be like, what happened here? Did they get it in the wrong? I almost feel like put it in the wrong bottle. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Oh yeah, that'll be an interesting one.
So I'm curious to see what you say on that one.
Dolly said, "Did anyone see the Eagles in Dallas?" No, I don't usually watch roadkill teams, so.
I'm watching my boys hammer down the Titans right now, though.
I'm watching Blake's boys still. They're down 10-0 right now in the second quarter. Tennessee and Arkansas both 2-3. Oh, he's got to the outside. Oh, not out of bounds. Nice run by Arkansas though.
Colts are up on the Titans by 17.
Oh, just smash that like. Thank you, Blake, my friend. The Whiskey Scout. Hi, Robert. I quit moving remotely like that 20 years ago. Oh, I found a moonshine that comes in a glass skull bottle out of Pennsylvania. Well, that's very nice. Sounds pretty cool.
I feel like there might be some bear twerking on the throwdown tomorrow night.
It could be some bear twerking there.
Tune in. Little shout out for you, Blake.
Yeah. I'm digging Dallas, but I just don't say it around here. Or yeah, well, you could probably say it. Nobody's worried about Dallas at all this year. When you like on a 4th-string quarterback now with Dallas,
something like that. Yeah,
Eagle fans are freaking yeah. I got friends that are, of course, up there with the Eagles fans, and they actually always like poke fun at the Cowboys fans. Cowboys fans I have, they do that. Eagles fans are up there too. So. Toss Mom uses it. I'm back. I got a link. Yeah. Actually, we just do this on a show like this here for tonight and everything. Although I am close to doing a panel show at some point here. Maybe like this weekend or something. Because I haven't done a panel show to get other people up on here. But I've been looking to plan one out. But I can definitely let you know, Mont Muser, if you want to join for that as well. LOL. If I try twerking, the ER visit will soon follow. Oh, Vanessa, that sounds wicked cool. Yep. Vanessa, I would bet you would do good. I see some people try to twerk and it's like, what are you doing? Like, no, just sit down. Like, you're not really doing it.
Are you okay? You having convulsions? What's going on?
Like, you're just shaking right now. I'm kind of worried about you. Julie, if I go to Pennsylvania to buy some, I will get an extra for you. Just oil them joints and slide in. Are we still talking about twerking? Yeah, 180 proof moonshine as well. Well, there you go. That would be epic. Let's see Vanessa there twerk. LOL, Dolly. Actually, because my right side nerve system is damaged, I do flop around the floor like a fish if I try to get up. Well, that's not good. We don't want to see that happen to you.
No.
Vanessa, you're freaking awesome. Vanessa is awesome. Yes, indeed. You in PA, Vanessa? No, she's actually north of you there up in Connecticut. And I've had blackberry brandy a while ago. It was nice. Begins with an S. Okay. Connecticut, but where that brewery's in PA is like only 300 miles out. I could do a midnight run through quarantine zones. This is like The Walking Dead or something. Like, kind of sneak out, not get noticed. Moonshine filled with blackberries is awesome indeed. Let me see here. Waiting on your Xanax for a panel live. Yeah, I do lives panels like once in a blue moon, I guess the old saying is, but I do them once in a while. That's what I did. And Blake and them were all in here and stuff, and we had a blast. I just don't do them as much for what I do with the channel here, but
there for a while we were doing some Saturday night question game things live.
Yeah, we were doing that for a bit, but we can't get your wife to participate on it now.
I know. I don't know. She's like gone MIA or something. I don't know.
She was like, She's like, I get too drunk or whatever. Like, well, no one tell you you have to drink as much as you drink. I mean,
Well, yeah. Trust me, I've been saying that for 20 plus years, so. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
She's like the MC. She has to be here when we do it.
I know. So I told her.
Yeah.
It's like, nobody wants to see me. They don't care. I'm like, that ain't true.
Yeah. No, that ain't true at all. People love Shannon there. And talking moonshine, actually. Just teasing you. LOL. I'll pin them up. Every penalty's a little cray-cray. Well, cray-cray can always do some stuff there, but we get some cray-cray sometimes. Like, whoa, that's really cray-cray. So, yeah. Sometimes it can get a little too crazy.
I was going to say, sometimes there's no going back.
Yeah. But, like, I caught up on all the comments there. It only took, like, a while, right? So, I was going to mention before, like, so Christmas ales are out now. I don't know. Do you feel like Christmas ales are out too early right now, or you feel like it's okay timing?
That's kind of a weird one because, like, so you have, like, Thanksgiving, and it feels like then it's Christmas. I feel like if you wait till after Thanksgiving, there's not enough time.
Right.
So I almost feel like now, I almost kind of feel like now is probably the right time. Because then you can still kind of, people are still kind of start getting into Christmas mood, spirit around Thanksgiving time. So it makes more sense now for Christmas sales than it does for pumpkin beers to come out in July.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's way too early. Like, I don't understand the jump for that. But,
yeah, I feel the Christmas ales at this point, which they actually started showing up about a week and a half ago here where I saw the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
I feel like
they always start to trickle out, but this week seems to be.
I feel like they're better placed than the pumpkin ales are.
Oh, for sure.
Not now for when they're coming out, but definitely better than when the pumpkin comes out so early in freaking like July or whatever. It's like, really?
I mean, if you
up.
think about it, really, like this week would be the right week for pumpkin ale. Because you think pumpkin, Halloween, Thanksgiving, so maybe like a week of Halloween, maybe. For pumpkin, because of the carving and all that. But then after that, like after maybe until Thanksgiving, then it should be done.
Yeah.
But then Christmas sales, I don't know. It's just a weird time kind of for that, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I like I think at this point of the year, pumpkin is fine. I like it, like I said, with a little bit of a chilling air usually, where it's kind of that fall feel and the leaves, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To have like a pumpkin ale seems about right. So
yeah, because you get that allspice kind of cinnamon vibe type thing, Yeah,
it's like the Wendy that I'm doing now. I did the video upload, but I had drank it like a week or two ago. Whenever I did it, the one I had tonight, I feel like more comfortable into it now at this part of the year, enjoying like a nice coffee pumpkin versus when I had it a couple weeks ago, which was still good. It was a good beer. Like I said, I gave it a 4 out of 5. It's just. Now I'm more into that pumpkin mindset,
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah, so.
I mean, there's not a bad time that you couldn't. I mean, you could drink them any time, but it's like.
Oh, yeah.
The mindset, it is a mindset type thing, which is a lot of people are with like stouts. Like, I'm not drinking stout in June or July. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I'll drink a stout whenever, but.
Yeah.
There kind of is. I mean, I kind of understand that because it does seem a little more fitting for colder weather or whatever. So,
yeah.
I mean, it kind of does make sense a little bit. Kind of the same with pumpkin beer, like you're saying. Like, now, yes, it makes more sense, but June, July, even early August, it's a little early.
Yeah, it definitely is a little early for it at that point. Let's see here. Vest said I would get some of theirs with cranberries in a 2 Julie cranberry moonshine, a blackberry filled R in my deep freeze, very tasty stuff. Nice. And we have not went into rabbit holes of late, Rod. Yeah, we haven't really had a show with a lot of rabbit holes as of late that we went down. And we usually get that when we do like the question game or some other stuff. So yeah, we can get Shannon back here.
That definitely goes down the rabbit hole then.
We definitely go down the rabbit hole. Yeah. Julie, anything Vanessa.
It'll make Blake's bear blush.
Yeah. And Vanessa shared the brewery there in PA as well. I bet your own brew is terrific. There's not anything a Vanessa can't do. So yeah, if she brews, she would actually do great as well. Vanessa had to stop at Leps, only an hour away. Yes, get at Leps. Leps will give you a nice plate of food if you stop there. All right, brother. Good to see you, Scout, and catch up with you soon. You'll probably be around tomorrow for Blake's Friday Night Throwdown as well, I would assume. So I'll definitely catch up with you.
See you, Scout.
Llama Farm has a full body AK barrel. I almost said I was thinking AKA the gun for some reason. She says I may use the oak to make cider or whatever. I must buy the equipment to get started again. Well, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Leps in PA. No, Leps actually in Ohio. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Leps in Cleveland. So I missed that part of it there. Night fell from Jules to Scout. Left in Cleveland about an hour south. Ohio. Ohio. Vanessa Kitty is amazeballs. Yes, she's one and only. She's always been awesome ever since we've known her. So definitely, if I ever get to Connecticut, she's definitely the first person I would want to meet up there if I ever got up that way. After the COVID stuff that ends. Whenever that comes back and we're somewhat close to normal, they get always people on TV like, when do you think we'll be back to normal? Like, well, normal. Not like 2019 normal or 2018.
Right. What's going to be normal?
Yeah. I don't know if we'll get back to that for a few years or whatever, right? So I don't know.
I don't know that we'll ever see that again.
It's a brave new world at this point. You know what's kind of funny is just like when I think back to like the early 2000s, we see stories and people in China were wearing masks already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, why are they wearing masks? That's crazy. But it's like, I feel like there's so much times like, oh, who's wrong now? Who's wrong now?
Right.
Right. Laugh now. You see what we were doing, or the people that were like the Muslims that had the masks and stuff on. Like, oh, now you want to make fun of us? You want to make fun of us now because we had the mask on too? So.
Right. It is. And they've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah. So. And then you start to wonder, did they know something was going to happen? Did they get the heads up and we didn't know?
Which kind of makes you wonder, like, if they're wearing masks, what the hell's going on over there all on the regular?
Yeah. And then when it happens, it comes out of China. You're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
You start doing, what's that guy's name? Alex, whatever, the paranoia guy or whatever. That does the show, start putting stuff together like conspiracy. Like, if I connect this dot to this dot to this dot, here's the answer. Let's see here. Okay, 483 miles to Lynchwood, 7 hours out. I'll figure out logistics and go December 2nd. Ooh, a little bit of a run. You're all welcome if you ever get up here. I live right near the airport. We'd have to stop there if we were up there to see you. If you go to Vanessa, you go by Sandy's too. Pick me up on the way. We can have a Thelma and Louise road trip. Jules and Vanessa will probably get in trouble somewhere. Just a simple old math teacher, folks. Yeah. You got escorted out. Where do we go back to that? I can't go back to that comment now, but you got escorted out, you said, from the one place earlier. So, yeah, you were doing something you weren't supposed to do. Then she says maybe. Yeah, I know you got some tricks up your sleeve there, Vanessa. Thelma and Louise, there's some old classics people watch.
Long as it doesn't end like Thelma and Louise, though.
Well, yeah. You don't want that to happen, but
no.
Leave at midnight. I can be there when they open. Yeah, it'd be nice to just take off and just drive around and stuff. We actually were, we were like starting to get old. We were down in the cabin in Lake Cumberland. At one point, we were watching the show about RV trailers. It's like, who watches these shows? Like about an RV camper, and they were showing the people picking out campers. We're sitting there watching it,
he's like, we do.
What the hell? This is like the shit like our grandparents did, That's a nice camper. I don't like that bed, but that's a nice thing. Why are we is.
Is this what it's resorted to? We're watching camper shows now.
We're at the age where we're actually thinking about getting an RV to travel across country and stuff. I mean, that's just like the stuff you see the old people do. So y'all get there at some point.
Doesn't sound all bad though.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. They have some nice campers on there, though. I mean, you watch it enough, you're like, oh, that's not a bad one. They're not as expensive as everywhere. I was actually getting gas a few weeks ago before we went to Lake Cumberland, and the guy pulled up at the pump next to me, and I was asking him what it was like to drive one of those. He had one of the ones you drove, and it was like part of the back and everything, but it wasn't a huge one. And I said, my wife's been actually asking about something like that and stuff. He's like, oh, he's like driving a big van. It's like, no problem at all, really driving these things.
Really?
Really, yeah. So I was like,
huh.
I don't know. But my thing that I would hate about that is like somebody has to clean the bathroom at some point. Like the emptying of the
Shitter's full, Clark.
Is it a certain location you go to empty the tank or whatever? How's that all work? What if it splashes and it gets on you? It's like, you don't want to mess around with that kind of stuff.
Just ask Cousin Eddie. He'll tell you.
Yeah. Out there in a robe. Oh, my God. We get YouTube live trip, perhaps. Well, there you go. That would be a great adventure. And Jules said, oh, hells yeah. Yeah, you have to do like a YouTube adventure if you were to do it.
That would be cool to think about it. Like, how many parts of the country that 99% of Americans probably never see? You know what I mean? Like the big, even like your main, like Mount Rushmore and places like that. Like, I mean, people are actually going to go see that, throughout their time. I mean, I'm sure there's enough that's probably regional, but like I'll probably never get there to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just like one place, Grand Canyon. I've never seen that. Although I had a chance, but we didn't go do it. But beside the point.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like
just places, just like you could go RVing and see all that shit in the country,
That's like the fun of watching something like American Pickers, because you're seeing areas of the country you're probably not going to see sometimes.
Right.
It's just the interesting stories that people have there. But
it's like everybody wants to go travel overseas and see them. Like, how much of the actual United States have you actually seen? You want to go see Eiffel Tower or whatever. Yeah, that's cool, but why not some of the stuff, in your own country?
Yeah, like I like to go out to like Joshua Tree or something, or out in like the Dakotas and see some stuff. And we like both watch the Cosner show, Yellowstone. Like some of the areas out around Montana and stuff would be cool to go see. And yeah. It's
just like seems like so much uncharted territory for most. Yeah. For like most Americans. It's just kind of crazy when you think about it. Like,
well, it's amazing that some of the land that people still have. Like some places, like people will have, 500 acres, and it's like, of this wild countryside, out in the plains or whatever.
Right.
It's cool to see. And that's she once drove a Berlinetta from Dover Air Force Base back to Rowan, Connecticut, in way too fast of a time. How fast can you drive and still check the Garden State Parkway tokens? Chuck the Garden State Parkway tokens in the basket. Yeah, pretty good shot if you got it though. I will get the 2 moonshines to you, Julie, when I get them. Vanessa, last time drive from Portland, Maine to Charleston, West Virginia, straight. It took 3 days to recover. I call that old age. That's a good little haul there for sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
I've seen Mount Rushmore, the Grand Canyon, Yellowstone, Gettysburg, and Yosemite.
Nice.
So I've been. Actually, I flew over the Grand Canyon. I didn't feel like going to see it. I mean, I saw it from the plane. I wasn't going to get that much more being on the ground, I don't think. But Yellowstone, haven't been to. I like to go there. Haven't seen the Rushmore. Gettysburg, I saw. We actually camped there when I was back in the Boy Scouts back in the day. Haven't been to Yosemite. In the snowstorm.
Yeah, so we had a chance to go to the Grand Canyon. Of course, Shannon and I got married in Vegas. With a bunch of our family went out. So I think it was the day after. Was it the day after we got married in Vegas? everybody decided they were going to go see the Grand Canyon. Of course, we was like, no, we stayed up basically all night and partied on it. We didn't feel like going shit nowhere the next
Yeah.
day. So we, out of everybody, we were like, nah, we're just going to stay back. We're not going to go. Now, looking back, we're like, we may never get back out there to see it again. You know, like we should have totally went.
Yeah, we did a hell of a party in Vegas, though, too.
Yeah, that was for sure. That was for sure.
Vegas is a fun city. That's actually one of my favorite cities to visit as well.
Yeah, we'll have to get back there again, maybe for our 20th anniversary or something, which is only a couple of years away. So.
Yeah, Vestas, you drove from Fort Worth to there about 1,800 miles in 28 hours. That's a good haul, too. Yeah, we went to Vegas. I guess it was 6 or 7 years ago. Me and my buddy from work and another friend, we went out there. We went to one of the beer festivals in Vegas, and we were going out there. And the festival was at Fremont, which is old downtown in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
So we were going there. Well, I had been out there a few other times, and I stayed at the Golden Nugget. So I met people. I knew people that worked there, and kind of, was kind of. I don't say I was connected, but I knew the right people in the right spots.
Right.
So my buddies came out from Cincinnati, and we're out there, and we're partying, and say, "Oh, let's go over to here," and I would say hi to some people at the Nugget or whatever, and see what's going on there and stuff like that. And we go into the Nugget. I see one of the guys. He's like head of security, and I say, "Hey, what's going on?" And we talk for a bit, and I'm walking down. We're walking down. Someone else thought, "Hey, Rod, what's going on?" Blah blah blah. We stop. We talk. They're like, "How do all these people know you at this freaking casino?" I was like, "Well, I make a presence when I'm here, and." We go to the bartender and all that stuff. We're up there talking and stuff. So we try to go in at the Golden Nugget upstairs. They have their club. And they were having an after hours party up there. And he said, well, come back, 10 something. We're going to have this party, blah, blah, blah. You can hang out, chill, kick with everybody like that and everything. So came back up there. My buddies were with me, but they were kind of a little bit farther behind me. And so we were walking in. And I just walked in because I knew everybody. I just walked past the guy that was supposed to be checking you at the thing or whatever like that and everything. And then they started coming in and they were stopped. And they're like, what are you doing? We're going to the party, we can't. Well, no, we're with Rod right there. He knew me. He's like, you're not with Rod.
Yeah, no, you're not. Don't lie.
And I ended up turning around and they're like, what happened here? Well, they wouldn't let us in. And they didn't believe we were with you at the thing. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, come on up. And I let them know. It's like, oh, no, we're going to go. But they were tired. They said, anyway, they're going to go back. But I was like, we had a great party and stuff up there.
Hey, see ya.
But then we came back to Cincinnati where we work at, and we were talking about the trip, and people were asking how it goes. They're like, dude, this guy, this guy, he knows all these people out there. Everybody's coming up. Every 10 steps he took, someone came up to say hi to him or whatever. He owned the place. I was like, he's exaggerating, but it was a blast. I love the Golden Nugget. That was my spot when I was out there.
Yeah, we love Fremont Street when we was out there. We like that better than the new, the main. Oh yeah, section,
better than the strip. The first couple of times I went, we stayed on the strip, and it was I didn't see what all the pizzazz was about and everything like that. It was kind of more loud and all kind of stuff, and you had the flappers out there trying to pass you the pouring cars, all that kind of. It was just commercial.
Yeah, they're flipping in their neon shirts and shit.
In Fremont reminded me more of New Orleans and stuff with how they were set up for partying and stuff, and I just love that a lot more. So
what was cool about it is you got the feel of kind of, even though it's all over, it's all canopy over, and the lights and everything going on.
But the light show was pretty cool.
Yeah, the light show was really cool.
Yeah,
And you get all kind of the street performers and stuff up and down through there. It was really cool. But you also kind of get the feel of the old Vegas, because it was old Vegas, was Fremont Street. That was where it all started.
Yeah.
And you kind of you still kind of got that feel, even though you had the light show and all that stuff. It was you had some of the old casinos and everything. It was just I just thought it was really cool. We enjoyed that more than the main strip of all the new, big shows and stuff outside of the casinos that were free, walking up and down. Treasure Island, had the big pirate ship show, which I don't think that's even there anymore, but
yeah. Yeah, I had one of my my high school buddies who I hadn't seen for 20 plus years. I left high school to go to college. He left high school to go to Marines, and we ended up getting connected back through Facebook. And I was out there, and we met to catch up on stuff. And I'm like, oh, we're down here on Fremont, we're partying, we're going to so and so and so and so, blah blah blah. And he came down there, and we got a chance to hang out and stuff. And I'm like, oh, have you been to so and so? Yeah. He's like, what are you talking about? We went to the other bar. He's like, I've lived out here for like 10 years. You know more spots to go to have fun than I know. I'm like, I'm a people person, man. I just find out where to go. Like, we would hang out at Hogs and Heifers, which is a good bar. That was fun. That was like an old biker bar, really, but we had a blast there. Just kick back. I mean, it's just, Vegas is just cool if you know where to go to and have a good time. The only thing I didn't go to that I wish I would have went to would have been over to see Pawn Stars, because the Pawn Stars pawn shop is right there off of Fremont.
Oh, yeah. We didn't see that either.
Yeah. Although I did go, when we went one year, I did crash the poker tournament. I think I told you that Randy Couture was putting on out there at the Golden Nugget. So I met him, and I met Kevin James from King of Queens, and Chumley was there.
Yeah.
To him from Pawn Stars, but this before he lost some of the weight he had lost recently. But those guys were all there with some other celebrities and stuff, and that's when we took my buddy's little brother out for his 21st birthday, and he was a big MMA fan, so he was like, couldn't believe that I was sitting there like talking with Randy Couture, and so me and Randy took a photo, and I said, you want to get a photo with him, and he was just like flabbergasted. He just barely could even say anything.
He wasn't sure what to say, yeah.
And so, like, okay, like Rampage Jackson was there and a few of the other people that he knew, and he was just like, he came back like, oh, my best birthday ever, got a chance to go out here and meet and all kind of stuff. And then Randy Couture invited us to his party he had there at the Nugget and stuff too, that, but when you're an extrovert, nothing stops you. You just got to talk to all kinds of people. So
one of the coolest things we saw, what in my opinion, one of the coolest things we saw was walking down the strip one night, and there was the guy doing the 3-card monte, the hustle on the side of the strip, which is like the flipping the cards or whatever. And we watched it for like maybe 5 minutes, and this guy was taking money, and all of a sudden he just picked up and left, and it wasn't like 2 seconds after that it comes like a cop. Or down the street, like he knew, like I gotta he was done. Yeah. But it was cool because you watch him like let some guy win, and all of a sudden the guy's throwing out more money, and all of a sudden it's like, you lost. It's like it's like this dude had it down to a T. Like he wasn't gonna win. Like he's gonna let you win 1 or 2, but in the end he was gonna get your money. He was
just baiting them so you can get the
yeah. But then all of a sudden it was like, yep, I'm out of here. Got to go. Like. This was like a big crowd watching. Like, where are you going? And all of a sudden you look up and like, here comes like an undercover or some kind of a cop or something. Like he knew somehow or another. Like he was like, I don't know if he was tipped off. I don't know what the deal was.
Like, watcher. He might have had a partner that let him know.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I was like one of the coolest things, like to see that like actually in person live, to see it. It's like, okay, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
That and then like you said, the flippers. At nighttime when it starts getting dark. Get your neon shirts on and flipping the cards. Come to the news.
They told me when I was down there, like, because I noticed like all of them were like Mexican that were doing it.
Yes.
They get all the Mexicans to do it because they don't know English, and so they don't speak to you. And so if they're not speaking to you, they're not soliciting you. So that's how they get away with it.
Well, that's true. Yeah. And a friend of mine who's was a professional bowler. Good friend of mine, one of my best friends since we was little kids. He went out for our wedding too, and he was like, of course, he used to go out there all the time to bowl and events and stuff. And he would always tell us like, wait till it starts getting dark. Like all these guys will start coming out, flipping cards and shit. Be going to like strip clubs or soliciting for sex or whatever. It's like they'll all have like neon shirts on. As soon as it started getting dark, we'd walk out and be like, they were like every 10 feet, it felt like. It was like all over the place. It was crazy.
I was messing with them one night we were doing. It was so funny because the people we were with were cracking up, and the people behind us were cracking up too because they would pass them out. And I looked through them like, you got any black Mormons? Or have you you have any Korean redheads? I would say all kinds of like weird combinations. People were like cracking up. And these guys are looking at me like, huh? Like,
what? Is that real?
Like, I'm looking for a Polish Jamaican. You got one here? Oh, you got to make it fun for sure.
That's funny.
Vanessa says she's been in all 5 states. I got to go to Hawaii and Desert Shield, Desert Storm. Commander ordered me in the C5. Had a week in Honolulu. Nice. It's always nice when it's on the, well, I said a company dime, but in this case, it was on a dime of the government there.
That's right.
Jules got socks from when working in Antarctica. Thought you might like gold sand. Oh, there you go. CB. You slay me, fella. LOL. I-20 south, 50 miles from Pecos, Texas. The Texas State Trooper stopped me for speed at 121. Gave me a warning and said I could go 85 door today. Oh, you must have flirted with him a little bit there. Batted the eyelashes. You would not have cold feet. I want to hear stories about Antarctica, CV. Love there. Just got too old to go. That's actually where albino rhino, I think, is down in Antarctica now. Damn
Really?
girl, top 10. Yeah, that's where he moved down there for stuff. You were in Antarctica, so cool. CB was in Alaska, but had to travel out almost every remote station. In Arctic, got to fly to Greenland and back. Nice. Yeah, actually, it was funny. Vanessa 121. Like when we were in high school, we took our. I took my mom's Cutlass up to 120 one time just to show the guys how fast we could go and stuff, and that was interesting. Nothing like camping at 65 for minus 65 for a month. That's a little cold. That's a little cold.
Yeah, no thanks.
My Saab, I miss that turbo check. Do they even still make Saabs? I haven't seen a Saab in years.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah. I remember watching, what was the movie Funny People with Dudley Moore, and one of the guys wanted a Saab, and they're like, oh, you don't want a Saab, those engines always cut out on you or whatever. He was trying to, the crazy guy, this dude, like, I want a Saab. And then when they all got money, he got a Saab. My dad went to Thule a few times for the Air Force. Trip to Greenland as soon as borders open, probably 2023. Greenland would be a cool place to check out, just to visit. FSCB, you want to hear about it, not experience it? Hell no. Jewel can only go so far. Cool in 82. My orders to PCS and Korea were changed on emergency orders to Elmendorf Air Force. They wanted me up there to be the inspector responsible for solving the shipment problems to remote sites. Oh, love the cold. It was cold in northern Vermont in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, I like cool, not as much cold, but I like colder better than hot. Bet you open a can of ship and whoop ass. LOL, you know Vanessa did. God, when she was doing the food inspection, she shut some places down. Fresh fruits and vegetables and fresh dairy were able to finally be shipped reliably to all the remote sites due to my work. That was one of my good times in military. Nice. Doing good stuff. Jules from Espa Waterbury. And CB's down in West Virginia now, of course. They're wondering why, if he placed lettuce and tomatoes onto aircraft shipping pallet covered in a tarp and webbing, why the products were destroyed on delivery. Jules, I still in the Valley of View for sure. Lived in Windsor, Vermont for years. Oh, that's right. I've only been to Vermont to ski Killaton and Stowe in high school. Work in Springfield. Containers were ordered to help solve the shipping problem. We got ordered out of Europe. They flew the containers to Thule. They were tall, insulated metal boxes, such as the 4-4 pallet. Windsor, Connecticut. It's nice. Grandma had a cottage on Lake Champlain. We'd be seated each year in the 60s and 70s. California's cold already here in New Hampshire. It's not even close to the air, to the cold that's coming. Yeah, we're starting to get into that. We dropped some here where we're at, actually, but supposed to be warm and then get cold again. Springfield, Mass. Yeah, that won't be too far from where Vanessa's at in Connecticut. And it looks like Blake's team is on the scoreboard, down 13-6 right now.
Uh-oh.
Arkansas trying to hang in there. Yeah, but I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this baby down. We're at 11:34 here, so we've been definitely going for a bit. It's funny, we started these things earlier, so we wouldn't be up too late. We still get to the same time frame, I think. So
Seems like it.
Instead of shortening the show, we've actually extended the show.
I think so. A half hour.
This is not how the math is supposed to work.
Oh well, it's all good fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Jules down to single numbers next week. Oh, that is cold.
Ooh,
CB, no.
go with that.
Yeah. Less than 20 from Springfield, Mass. And I was hoping, man. I was hoping Mass. Yeah. But no, I think we're going ahead and wrap this baby down. Tomorrow night, Blake's got the Friday Night Throwdown on his channel. If you guys check out Blake TV. And then, yeah, I'm going to give some thought. Maybe do I don't know when I'm going to do it yet. I have to look at to see what's going on this weekend. Maybe do a panel show this weekend. Unless, are you guys going back on Saturday?
For what, tomorrow?
Are you just coming up just tomorrow and going back tomorrow?
We'll
You're not hitting your brothers or anything. Okay.
No.
Yeah. I mean, unless you can get Shannon to do something on Saturday night. I don't know if she's working Sunday or not.
No, she's off this weekend.
I mean, let me know. But I know
Right.
tell her people are requesting her to do it. So
That's why I told her 2 weeks ago. I was like, your fan base wants you to come on again. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It's like the old Saturday Night Live skit. I got a fever. The only cure is more Shannon. I need more Shannon.
That's right.
Yeah, but if she does do it, maybe we could do something like that Saturday night. If not, maybe just put something up there. If she doesn't want to do it, I might do something more towards the daytime for some of the guys over the UK or something as well.
Okay. Well, just give me a holler or something if you do.
Yeah. Just let me know. Talk to her and find out if she wants to do something. We can maybe do that. And if she does, I know Vanessa and Coach were both wanting to do the question thing again.
Okay.
So
I'll say something to her.
Yeah. And let me see here. Thank you, Vanessa. Appreciate it, my friend. Glad you guys hung in there with us for a bit. CB says thank you. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. And yeah, tomorrow, Friday 19th, is going to get a little weird, a little creepy. Like Friday 13th show. So that should be pretty fun. And that's at Night All as well. So we'll go ahead and sign off here. Thanks for everybody swinging by. Tomorrow, going to probably upload the next video review, which I think is the Bourbon County wheat wine that I picked up from last year. I finally broke from the cellar. So I think that's the next one being edited. So I'll share that with you guys. And then some other stuff. I need to do some more beer news segments and stuff too. I know. And I was going to go back. I know you asked me about the hops type stuff. I was going to do the hops type stuff. I just haven't done it yet. Although YouTube has a thing now where I could probably do it under YouTube Shorts, which are like minute videos. So I got to look into it a little bit more. But lots of stuff, lots more beer stuff to come your way. 2 weeks, people, and it's Thanksgiving. So be interesting one this year. People are maybe not getting together like they used to. For some families, that might be a good thing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Stab with the fork this time. So
might be okay.
Some people may need a breather in their families. I'm just saying, it's been a crazy year, a crazy election. You might not want to see your cousin this time. You might want to wait. But thanks for everybody that tuned in, and we will look forward to catching up with you soon. Remember, every Thursday night, 8:45 Eastern. And then we will talk to you soon. Cheers, everybody.